So, I heard Jelly doesn't want to be on stream, but guess what? You're on
She
stream
doesn't
now.
care.
You're on stream now. I've thrown you into
No.
deep waters.
No, I said no. Don't do
Hey
this
everyone,
to me.
how are you doing? Let's start with Jelly. Because, of course, you didn't want to be on stream, you know? I have to torture you a little bit.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. You?
Yeah, I'm good. Cool.
I was just saying I was back to work this week, so
Oh, yeah.
fun times. Yeah, other than that, not much different to usual.
Alright.
No, I can't remember my password.
What? Okay, whatever.
I
Hey
remember
there!
my password for Roll20.
Oh, I
Hey,
get
dude.
it. Hi. I'm gonna have to balance your volume again. So, you know, just talk to me. How you doing?
I should say I'm alright, but I feel horrendous.
Oh.
I don't know if it's DM fear or I'm sick or I ate something that didn't agree with me or something. I don't know, but I feel. If you hear the sounds of like my keyboard being painted, then you know, just bear with me for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
The sounds of silence.
Yeah, I'll try and hit the mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just hear
But now
like
I'm alright.
we'll just hear like the boob sound that you do, just from the.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
Derek.
been better, but yeah.
Who's most likely to die this week?
That's a tough one, man. Like, I mean, Grammy maybe, but also maybe all of the others. Who knows?
Nah, man, it's gonna be fine.
Everybody.
I was talking to Snow about something special I've got planned, but there's one.
Oh,
I've
God.
got one spell's missing.
Oh, from what? Sorry.
I need one spell, but I don't think I can ever get it. But I had this like really fun idea. I don't want to give it away, but I messaged Snow and I was like, "This is funny," and I feel like it would put a DM off hitting you ever again.
True. It really is like that. That was just amazing.
Yeah. Because you were like, spell slots provided, and I was like, yep.
Yep.
You really need Warcaster to make it work like very, very well, but
Is it like a build thing or like something that your character could do? At a
it's
later
like
level?
it's if I could get Hellish Rebuke, then it's something that I could do later. But
Yeah,
I don't
like
think I
some
can ever
chain
get.
effect.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just tell you actually because it's funny and I can't really do it. But there's a couple of spells that are you cast them on yourself, and when the enemy hits you, they go off on the enemy.
Okay.
So there's a bunch that stack. So for example, like you got. I don't think there's some of them you can't do because they are concentration. But there's like I don't know, Armor of Agathis, and you could get Fire Shield, and you could get Shadow of Moil and Hellish Rebuke, and it would basically be a case of something would hit you, and you would do Armor of Agathis damage, Fire Shield damage, which you can choose whether Fire Shield's cold or hot. Then you do Shadow of Moil damage, and then you Hellish Rebuke. And that all stacks, and whatever hits you just dies. Like
It's kind of like a Baldur's Gate contingency thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like you would end up doing like cold damage from Armor of Agathis, fire damage from Fire Shield, fire damage from Hellish Rebuke, necrotic damage from Shadow of Moil. So, and then I think like Hellish Rebuke's like 5d10. Armor of Agathis is the amount of temporary health that you have at whatever level it is. So if you're a 9th level caster, if you're a maximum level warlock, and you've got all of these spells and you can stack them all together. But I think Fire Shield's wizard only, and you know, there's some spells that you can only get with certain classes. Hellish Rebuke, I think you can only get with the Tiefling, but then it only casts based on your Tiefling level. So
I mean, it only casts on base level 1, I think so.
it's whatever level you get it at with the Tiefling. So
Yeah.
I think it's like at 3rd level. So it sucks, but there'll be a way to do it. And I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to do in the level 20 game, but
But that's totally what you're gonna do, right?
Yeah. Well, do you know the Bing Bong Boy that I showed you during the week?
That name really makes me laugh.
well-
What? Excuse me,
The
what?
Bing Bong Boy.
Bing Bong Boy.
Jelly, you've played Dead by Daylight, yeah?
Yeah, I know Bing Bong Boy.
Bing Bong Boy, yeah. It's when the big bell on the guy's hanging on the guy's back. It just reminds me of the sound that the wraith makes.
Oh.
The kind of like it's a bell, but it doesn't go ding ding. It goes like blong 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 because it's like this magical evil bell. That's really cool.
Hmm. You know what? I'm just going to use this time to switch to map mode real quick, just to read what you created for me, Derek. Okay.
Yes.
So, for my vision, just away from Greyman, I now have Eye of the Penguin Lord, which is an armor class of 5, 1 hit point. Speed is undefined, Strength 4, Dexterity 14, Constitution 5, Intelligence 30, Wisdom 30, and Charisma 4. Senses, True Sight 30 feet, Dark Vision 60 feet. Languages, does not speak, only observes. It has three abilities. Contact Other Plane. The Eye of the Penguin Lord has an unseverable and constant connection with another plane outside Abair Toril. The eye sees all, and all that it sees is instantly transmitted to unknown observers in that other plane. Undetectable. The Eye of the Penguin Lord is not detectable by any means whatsoever, magical or non-magical, and can move freely throughout the world to carry out the strange tasks set by its otherworldly master. And then also, very, very well hydrated. The eye is very well hydrated due to the eldritch ritual practices of its otherworldly observers.
Nice.
I think that was time pretty well spent.
I would say so, yeah, absolutely.
As far as NPCs go, I'm a big fan.
I was just
Yeah, that was just something we needed to add something because we've wisely and intelligently split the party last time. So because Snow's streaming, I need to have some vision for him with the other group.
Yeah.
So I made some eye token.
Yeah, man.
Spooky.
yeah.
It's a good,
There it
it's a
is.
good thing I've been looking at Nurgle demons all week, because otherwise that might have spooked me a little bit. Oh, how's your coffee machine, Dirk?
Great, man.
Is that
Highly
a cold
recommend it.
coffee machine?
Yeah, kind of. It's very manual. It's not really a machine so much. It's like pretty much chemistry equipment, which is
Alright.
partly why I liked it because it's just like a freaking conical flask with a titration thing on top of it and a filter, and
Nice.
yeah, it just like drops some ice cold water through the coffee for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's pretty good. It's just because it's getting the hot part of the year. I thought
Yeah.
I like coffee, but I don't like drinking hot liquids in the summer. So I had a stroke of genius.
Right.
But yeah, highly recommend. It's really good.
And bought a ton of cider and put it in the fridge.
Hey, Jesus. Fuck's sake. Every single time I want to say Ava instead of Astani.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I went to sit down to join y'all, and then my doorbell rang, so I had to go to get up and deal with that.
Oh no.
Alright.
But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I got some Ava fan art from Artvite, which I posted to our Discord.
I saw that. It was awesome.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm like,
hoping-
should I? I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to just put it into the like DOA.
let me
art
check to
thing.
see what their permissions say, if it'll load. I'll see if they have anything listed about whether or not they're willing to let people post it. It's by Jamcam Pasta, by the way, all one
Mhm.
word. So check out their art wherever they post it. They don't specify, so I would say
No.
Ooh, you know what? I'll put a link to it because I think anyone should be able to see the art fight link. I'll put that into chat.
Yeah, do
Aha.
that because it's awesome, and I really want to
It's-
share it, but it's like,
It's so cool. All right, let me load up Twitch. I'm
I
really
can
behind
only
on
imagine
everything,
it's
sorry.
even cooler for you because it's
Yeah,
your
because my
character.
character, she looks amazing.
It is actually really cool. I didn't say anything because we were talking about something else in the chat, but it looks really, really cool.
There we go.
Yeah, I just absolutely love that picture. So it's so good,
Their
especially
comment was that
I know there's this
wanted-
something about the like ... wrath of the storm.
Yeah, they wanted it to look like a screen cap of a TV show or something.
It was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Oh
It
my
reminded
god.
me
So
of
now-
like part.
Ava's an anime character now, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my Wamo, Wrath of
Uh,
the Storm. That's you.
Also, if it doesn't load, it's because it's the beginning of Art Fight, and the site always has issues the first week of Art Fight. So
Taking a while.
Yep. It probably will.
Is there like just more people all doing art fight at the beginning?
Yes. It's basically everyone is checking the website to try to like update their characters, update their profiles, get on their team for Art Fight. And then of course everyone's way more hyped at the beginning to like do attacks and find new characters to fight and stuff. So yeah, the site's basically just overloaded. Every
Alright.
year apparently, because this was the same way last year too. It took them about a week to get it sorted. It's doing much better this year. But yeah,
That's good.
fake screenshot drawing of Ava. It's so good.
Oh, and now
Fake
I am now
screenshot.
literally imagining what it would be like to watch a show with Ava in it.
That would be cool.
Just like
I would definitely watch that.
just like, you know, this action-oriented anime, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm hearing canned laughter
And
and,
then-
like
and then-
Chandler from
then-
Friends saying stuff.
Yeah. I'm also
Dude, making
imagining
Chandler
like...
as a D&D character would be amazing. Nobody knows what his class is.
I love it.
He would have to have a steed, which is like that. Didn't they have like a dog statue that was on wheels?
Yes,
I'm just picturing
yes,
him like
the big white
riding
dog.
that. Yeah, yeah.
I
In
think
later
it would
levels.
be. I think you would be a bard, but just like a dick.
Yeah, more the vicious mockery type. of
Exactly.
bard than
I mean,
the-
he at least would have one level in Bard. But I like the idea of nobody knowing what class he is. Maybe he has like so many different classes that people are like, what class are you even? Like you did that paladin thing, but now you're using vicious mockery? I don't understand.
he's a transponster.
There's a YouTube video I watched where a guy made a character that had one level in everything. I
Are you
think.
talking
I can't
about
remember what it's called.
absurd?
Yes. Brilliant character. Best
You
character.
know,
actually.
I also like imagine just like, oh, this badass like action focused anime with Ava, and then just Gravy in the background being the like comical relief character.
Oh no, Ava, you better be careful. You don't want to strike yourself with lightning.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I thought of.
And then you get struck with lightning and you're like, ah!
Yep. Oh well. Speaking of Gravy getting struck by lightning, question mark? I mean, do we want to play a game?
Sure.
To play a game.
I was thinking that. The guy from Saw. I'd
Alright.
like to play a game.
Your whole life,
Okay.
Derek, you've been chaotic good.
I'm gonna re-roll that Story Snow, but I feel like I keep rolling you.
Yep.
Jelly, if you wouldn't mind doing the honors.
Previously on Tomb of Annihilation.
After slaying a few ghasts, the group inspected the inside of Unk's shrine, searching for their fourth puzzle cube. As with most of these shrines, there appeared to be some kind of riddle or task that would release the puzzle cube from the stone pedestal that it was stored within. However, preferring the direct route, Graeme pulled out her thieves' tools and began work. It turned out to be a master-level lock of a strange ancient design, incorporating stone mechanisms and triggers for the magical traps that the lock was laden within. Nevertheless, Graeme had a moment of inspiration and managed to pick it, releasing Unk's puzzle cube without setting off the magical traps. The group then briefly assessed the situation at the Great Chasm in Omu, several hundred feet of drop with molten lava at the bottom. Although it appeared there was a shrine across the chasm, for now the group decided not to attempt to cross. Instead, they turned back to the north and came upon the base of the Red Wizards of Thay in Omu, established in what was previously an enormous cathedral of Uktau. Graeme and Helby went inside and met with the Red Wizard's leader, Zagmira, a menacing and unsettling woman with the appearance of a young lady, but with one side of her face horribly weathered and shriveled beyond natural aging. The group's old pal Orvex was also seen there, cowering in the back. A tense discussion followed, in which Zagmira told Graeme and Helby that the Red Wizards were searching for an entrance to a tomb in the north part of Omu, which they believed to contain several ancient magical artifacts. Their research had led them to believe that the puzzle cubes found in the 9 shrines of Omu were the key to entrance to the tomb. Zagmira then offered the group a deal. Pull their puzzle cubes together with theirs and enter the tomb together, and in exchange, she would contact her infiltrator in the Palace of Omu to assist them with a more stealthy means of entry with the aim of collecting another puzzle cube that lies within. She then demanded the group hand over a puzzle cube as a deposit to seal their deal. Graeme, however, cast illusionary magic, making a simulated puzzle cube, and then tossed it into the water fountain nearby, and Graeme and Helby took their leave. The group headed straight to the palace and met with the Red Wizard's infiltrator, Ishmakal, who showed them to a secret entrance to the underground chambers now writhing with Yuan Ti. As they entered, plans were discussed and made, and the group made the interesting decision to split up at this particularly dangerous moment of heading straight into an enemy stronghold. Graeme magically disguising herself as a Yuan Ti and planning to infiltrate the lair in the company of Ishmakal, and the rest of the group choosing to stealthily travel the underground river to the east. So we pick up with both parts of the party facing a fairly similar conundrum, a giant snake creature of some kind blocking their path. But first, I owe you some XP. I owe you 1,037 experience points to, if you would kindly add those to your character sheet. That's for the shrine that you did last time and the cube.
Derek,
You get XP for both.
Derek, I like that voice, but it's way quieter.
Are you meant to sound like an alien?
I was gonna say, did Derek just
Yeah, I
turn
was
into a
gonna say,
demon?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Hello.
There we
There you
go.
go. What the heck happened?
Oh, because I number kit. Never mind. Never mind. Don't mind that. That was I just put on that voice for effect for DM.
Derek's dark
effect.
side came out.
The dark side is showing.
You get
Yeah, he did sound like he was in
1,000
a bucket. I was like, what the heck? Did you just like pick up a big old metal tube and start shouting at it?
Really strange. What a strange malfunction. Who knows what could have possibly caused it? You got 1,037 experience points. Please put that on your character sheet. Otherwise, you didn't actually get it.
Can you put that on my character sheet,
It's only
please?
real if it's on the sheet.
You said one. How much? 1,037.
1,037.
I like how
Okay.
it gets me exactly to 24300.
I will add yours, Phil.
Just
Do we also have inspiration just for Snow's benefit because none of us actually use it?
I think I awarded it last time. We talked about it at the end. So I think
Okay.
Graeme got it for the Red Wizards shenanigans.
Yep.
I think it's just it's the ranged help action for most of us because I feel like
Yep.
Snow gets himself into horrific situations and then we go, I don't really want Snow to die.
thanks. Well,
So, we will begin. I'm using the turn order for the moment for tracking the time left on your spells. So we've got 2 that were cast at the same time that had a 1 hour duration. So at this moment, there's 50 minutes left. That's what the turn order is showing.
Cool.
And we'll move kind of in blocks of 10 minutes for that. So we begin with Graeme. Now, at the very end of last time, you came along this passageway, which was just after you diverged from the rest of the group. You came through this like slave chamber with these Chilton humans, like working their hands to the bone, like chipping away stone from the walls. They look to be like trying to enlarge this this cavern here. There were some sharp words swapped between this this Yuan-Ti called Isar and Ishmakal. They don't seem to get along at all. And then Ishmakal like suggested that you leave and head on inside. And I think right at the end of last time, the last thing that we saw was these doors being flung open, and this enormous snake with, you know, a body that's maybe 3 feet across and like 20 plus feet long. It's like coiled at the moment, so you can't really see its full length. Started to like uncoil itself a little bit, extend its neck, and turn around and like move its head towards the door curiously. Ishmakal will he doesn't pull his weapons out. He instead actually begins to speak to this enormous snake creature, and says, "As a mess, it is me, Ishmakal. I have returned, and I would enter once again. We had, unfortunately, not much luck looking for the cubes. I have brought a friend with me." And this snake creature extends its neck even further and like moves its head closer and closer. It's like holding its head to one side. Well, I guess like the token looks, to like look with one eye as close as it can. And it's like looking over the. It's enormous. This creature. It's looking over the top of Ishmakal's head at you, Graeme, and it like just for the moment, like hisses its tongue a little bit, and then begins to speak. And it starts in common. I'll tell you something about that after it's said a few words to you. So it says, "Well, Ishmakal, what is this person that you have brought? I don't think I've seen them here before. What is your name?"
Dash.
Speaking to Graeme.
Sorry, I was muted on Discord. Kridash.
Kridash. Tell me, Kridash. I thought I knew all of our number down here. What? And then Azimas like was speaking common to you, and then switches into. Actually, I really should have checked this before, but let me check your character sheet to see if you do recognize this or not. No. So it's kind of like it just says a few words in the middle of the sentence in like some kind of snarling, kind of serpentine tongue. So yeah, says like begins the sentence like, "I thought I knew all of."
I am here to, well, join this tribe.
And where do you come from?
Oh God. I'm
Time
now
to make a
thinking.
history check.
I mean, yeah, I guess if I actually want to not bullshit this snake too much.
Yes. Yeah, you can do.
Okay.
Okay,
God.
so you know that there's a very small in Chult. There's a very small Yuan-Ti encampment in the I think it's in the Peaks of Flame. Let's say the Peaks of Flame. I'm not actually sure if that's quite correct, but in the Peaks of Flame, and also in the mainland, in the Forgotten Realms, like there's small pockets of Yuan-Ti here and there. So yeah, if you pick like a place in Forgotten Realms, I guess there's a reasonable chance that there's a small Yuan-Ti population. So perhaps
Okay.
Waterdeep you would maybe think of.
I have traveled all the way from and I name like a place near Baragost that I know.
Yeah. Okay. So Azimas eyes you curiously and awaits the outcome of your deception check.
Oh god. You're going to tell me what you were telling me in DMs today, right? Oh god.
Yeah, so
Oh god.
unfortunately for Snow, I have a little handout for Grammy's mechanics for the apothecary stuff. And I just happened to see yesterday that it says on there that we planned that she has disadvantage on deception checks.
Oh,
I think
no.
the idea at the time was she's quite emotional and is very easy to read.
But she's got minor illusion, so surely.
Yes,
not
so
her face.
it's her. Well, she looks like a Yuan-Ti, but
Oh.
it's mannerisms and what she's saying, and particularly
Jesus
the
Yes. Basically, the illusion, it seems like, is allowing her to even make the deception check.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Oh fuck.
I don't have inspiration to give you. I'm sorry.
I mean, it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't
I
have
don't
mattered
think.
anyway. That's real bad.
So, so Azimas hisses, like narrows their snaky eyelid, and so I think there's like a short kind of growling for a moment, like, my dear, your appearance could have fooled me for a moment. I'm, despite my appearance, quite the scholar on our kind.
Invisibility.
That's great. Yeah. So this creature was like winding up for some like seize her kind of moment, but you I think you Grammy sees it coming and casts invisibility. Okay, so you become invisible. So let me check the invisibility condition because I think things can still try to locate you based on your sounds and what have you.
Yeah, like I'm not. They know where I am, but I mean, they can locate me through sound so far. It's not that I'm automatically hidden from them. It's just like
yeah, you are. Yeah, you're heavily obscured for the purposes of hiding. So would you like to try and hide? I think I would allow that kind of as a spontaneous like sequence of events.
Yep. I mean, this gets me advantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, this is so bad.
Okay, you're 17. I'm gonna try with 2. Okay, that's a 12 from Azimas, and I think Isar is close enough to have a say in this. Wrong roll. Wisdom 21. Okay, so yeah, that kind of happens very fast. Like you see that conversation like quickly going south. You utter your
dear.
incantations to go invisible. The snake like hisses and like looks around and like is moving its head around really quickly, like side to side, looking with one eye and then the other. Like it's like, no, the left eye is terrible. Let me look with the right eye. Still can't see you. So what do you want to try and do next?
Well, oh, jeez, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna try and get past the snake.
Interesting. Okay. By
Classic
the
Shaco.
snake, do you mean the one to the northeast?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So are you wanting to move past without touching it, or are you just gonna like run over it?
No, actually. Fuck it, I'm gonna run. And then try to hide again behind. Oh,
Okay,
God.
so you're gonna run actually south. You want to run back the way you came?
Hmm. No, I'm gonna try and slink past the snake. Let's
Okay.
commit to this.
And when you say slink, do you want to move past without touching it, without letting it know that you're moving past it? Or are
I
you just
would
gonna
like
like
to
run?
attempt it, yes.
Okay, so Ishmael will be no problem. Let me check then with this brood guard to see if it will notice you enough to make an attack of opportunity. It doesn't. So that guard is kind of a little baffled for a moment, and then make an acrobatics check.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, so the snake is going to try to constrict you and hold you in place. I think it's just going to use this. Okay, I think that misses.
That's a mess, yes.
So let's kind of stay. I guess we can do kind of an informal initiative. So you can. Well, I think you can finish your move.
Okay, I mean... Oh, health. 1, 2... I assume I'm going to be able to, like, go around
Yeah,
in
go
a way.
around. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I mean, I would like to, hide again from it if I may, but that's up to you. How do you roll with this?
Let's see. I think you've I think you're still on the same turn. So you still have movement left, but I think you've used your action and your bonus action at this point. So how much
Well-
movement would you have left? None. Well, 5 feet left, I guess.
I mean, may I attempt to hush my... you said... What did I use? Move, action and bonus action and movement? Is that it now?
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So
Yep. That's...
so we'll do
that's
we'll do
great.
its turn next, and
That's
so I think because you stepped on it, I'm going to make a roll to see if it like guesses the square that you're in, but I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to roll a d6, and you're in square 5.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts like reeling around and like snapping in the air. It's like snapping its fangs, trying to take a guess at where it thinks you might be. And it just snaps to the side of you as you move past. And then, well, I think we no longer need initiative order. I think you can now attempt to hide and make a break for it.
Would you like a stealth roll again?
if you want to hide, then yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
And
18.
then I will start moving.
Alrighty. So we'll stay with you for a moment, Graeme. You see corridors heading to your left. There's not stairs to your left. There's like a ramp heading upwards, and then yeah, to your right there's another corridor that also branches off in 3 more directions. I think maybe just before you begin, carrying on exploring, you hear like kind of angry hissing, and then maybe you hear in the background like Ishmael like laughing and saying, something to the effect of, "She doesn't like to be, she likes to hide in the shadows. That one, she snuck up on me in one of the shrines," and like he's trying to diffuse the situation a little bit. So where do you go next?
I mean, I think I will literally just stay here for now. Just see if Ishmael is going to get past the snake, so I can actually ask for directions. Or like, I'll spend like, I don't know, a minute or 2 on it, just see where that goes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna roll a persuasion with him then. Oh, Ishmael rolled a 10. Good one, Ishmael. Where's my snake boy character sheet? Easily fooled though. So I think this Azimas is pissed off. So yeah, Ishmael like kind of shoves his way past the snake. And it gets a little bit prickly, so he's like, "No one appointed you as the guard of the tomb of the dungeon. You're just a glorified stock attendant standing here looking over the boxes. You think you have respect here? You are not even Yuan-Ti." And Azimas is like, "Not Yuan-Ti, but I have the ear of the master, and the master may hear of this, Ishmael. You've not been here so long that everyone trusts you, you know." Ishmael like spits on the ground, and like makes his way further along the corridor. Do you move so that he doesn't bump into you? Okay.
Yeah, and then
And do you like try and grab his attention?
Yeah, I will literally just grab his shoulder as he comes around the corner, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So he looks a little surprised, but like tries to keep his cool. And
Okay.
just if you move like along out of sight, then he like will whisper to you, "You didn't tell me you could do that."
Well, there is no need for everyone to know what I can do.
It could have been helpful making plans, but very well.
All right. Where will my friends appear on the other side? Can you lead me there?
It's not too far from here, if that is what you want. You want to regroup.
Well,
You
I-
remember that the master's pet is over that way.
It might have been foolish of me to leave them alone in the first place.
Foolish indeed. Although this whole thing is foolish, you understand. These
Just
are not
lead me there.
nice people. Okay, okay.
And if you can just tell me what we come across on the way.
Okay, well, to the left here. So your left if you're facing to the right on the map.
Mm-hmm.
To the north on the map. To the left here is the main chamber. This
Wait,
is where
this way
No, so
or this
he's
way?
gonna lead you eastwards, and then
Okay,
your left
gotcha.
he's talking about this way. Is the main chamber. If there are is there anything that the boss wants to say, or the chief priestess, they gather everyone there. And on this side, and he's like keeping his voice as low as he can, speaking very, very hushed, very closely to you, so that, you know, in his estimation, he's hoping no one else will be able to hear. And on this side is where Jopal experiments with her creatures, makes her strange poison concoctions. This way.
Oh,
Mike
if
will
only
lead
you
you
could
further.
see my face right now.
Ooh, poison concoctions.
Can you put the name of that person in chat as well?
Jopal.
Okay, thanks. And also pull me through the door, maybe.
Oh, I will open it. I didn't realize. Huh. And before I do the classic maneuver of moving all of the... Okay. Down here, well, why don't you take a guess what's down there? There's like a pit in front of you, and it's filled with hundreds of writhing snakes. The only other thing down there is a bunch of bones of various sorts.
It had to be snakes.
I have had it with these snakes in this dungeon.
What's that
Exactly.
23 on the map, by the way?
Shut it.
Every week.
You want to be sure-footed around here, and I suppose try not to piss anybody off that might want to throw you down there. And to the south here is where we take our baths. And he is super corny, but he doesn't appreciate it at all. He like leans a little closer. Like there's a couple of oil lamps in this room, so there's like a kind of, you know, flame licking the side of his face that's lighting him up, and then like shadow on one side of his face that he's trying to be as dramatic as possible. And he's like, we bathe in the blood of our sacrifices. This way. Continues to lead you
Oh
east.
my god.
And we'll like turn around abruptly, and like maybe you bump into him or something. And he's like, "Now, shh, you must be quiet coming through here, yes? This is the sleeping chamber. Just on the other side, you will find what you are looking for. Whether it's a good thing to be looking for, I do not say. But the river can be found this way. And this, my friend, is where we take our leave from each other. If you see me again, do not be so sure that I am a friend. I have done my part. The rest is your folly."
I just pat him on his shoulder and, well, we'll slink past him.
Okay, so he walks past and walks back around the snake pit. So let me find what you see in here.
A box text.
Indeed. These these dank catacombs have been converted into sleeping quarters. The walls are lined with alcoves that now serve as nests for Yuan-Ti. So, you are no longer disguised as a Yuan-Ti, but you are still concentrating on invisibility. So you can make another stealth check with advantage.
I mean, technically, this guy's self is not concentration, if I remember correctly. But
Oh, is it not?
let me just put it in chat. Just-
Yeah, if you
it's not.
can.
It's not.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Okay, so you are still you're an invisible Yuan-Ti, Grammy. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, we'll still move. But I won't drop invisibility. So what you were
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say still applies, but what were you going to say?
Oh, make a stealth check with advantage to sneak through the chamber. Okay.
16.
Okay. I'm gonna roll once for each type. Okay, grey meat. So you sneak by. Yeah. Do you go northwards or southwards?
South.
Okay, yeah. So you see you sneak right, like uncomfortably close by some like snoring Yuan-Ti purebloods, with the type that just have like the vertical slit eyes, snaky eyes and tongues, but are mostly human, and then one that's like full on snake head and is snoring horrendously, thunderously.
Snakeums.
It's Snakeums! Oh my god! Been resurrected. So they, maybe there's a couple of like murmurings, and you worry if you've like trodden loudly and woken one of them up. And you emerge into the kind of misty, damp atmosphere of the underground river. I'm not actually sure. Maybe there's a box text for where you are for this section of it.
I mean, it would be number 12, right?
An underground river widens to form a flooded grotto. To the west, a pebble-strewn bank rises to a door recessed in the cavern wall. That's where you are now. Near the middle of the lake, bones cling like a tide mark to a rocky pillar. And then I think that's the moment when we flip back to the main group. So, Helby, Vossi, Aldrich, Ava, what are you guys going to do?
We need to go back into the water, right? We just got the key off of that skeleton.
That's right, yeah, you found a
And
bronze key.
we were hoping that this was going to be the way forward, but we realized we're going to have to figure out a way to get past the pet.
Well, we don't have to sneak past him. We can just go through him, like make our way through him. Like electrocute him to death because he's sitting in water.
I think there's a moment where Ava's just quiet, and then she says, if there's a way around it without having to disturb it or raise any kind of alarm, I would prefer to take that.
But how cool would it be if we get to Rust Sea and you have one of the heads of his pet and you can throw it on the ground in front of him and say, you could not stop us getting here. Not necessarily stop us.
Let's make that plan B. She starts walking.
So you guys move like a whisper, like a breeze, still covered by Helby's Pass Without Trace spell.
So, yeah.
You see this.
It's a big one.
If we like dip our hands underwater, how deep is this water?
Let me see if there's anything written for that. Otherwise, I will.
I was swimming last time, wasn't I?
You were. I can't
30
remember if we all were.
30 feet deep.
Yeah.
Is it deep enough that we could go beneath this thing?
Make a perception check. You can't know for sure. The water's kind of murky. There's not a huge amount of light in here. This thing is a rather distracting presence.
Yeah.
Okay.
How will
I think
it,
if that-
will it
Go ahead, sorry.
If we were to just walk past it.
Generally,
would
you
it be able-
can't move through a creature's square.
Oh, okay.
So we would probably have to go up close and see if there's a way to go around it. Like, are there technically squares beneath it or not? We don't know. Is the
Okay.
issue. Or if anyone can fly, maybe we could or walk on walls. We could maybe go over it.
Not today. Aldrich, can you fly?
Of course, everyone can fly. Is this something you will learn that you're not that you're born with? I think I would not like to be caught in the water with this thing. And if we are caught by it in the water, I would like to be able to retreat to land and fight it from a distance. Because it has 7 heads by my count.
I have some tricks up my sleeve if it does see us. I think that I will be able to do something.
May I throw in some rules lawyering, by the way? So I think Tim is correct in saying that you can move through spaces of creatures that are at least 2 sizes larger.
Oh, really?
But I mean, how successful are we going to be? It's a 7-headed Hydra. That's my. And also, in character, Aldrich doesn't really want to be like within 120 feet of it.
But we have pass without trace, so we have +10 on our stealth checks to sneak through it.
And it can't see or hear us, can it?
Hmm.
I don't know. Give me a second. I need to think for a second.
Okay. Out of character, I'll tell you what my plan is. Basically, I have 2 things that I can do if it spots us. One of 2 things. I can try to banish it, because I have that now. Or I can just control water and, like, wash it away.
Yeah, those are good. I can just shoot it with my bow, so I'm not very much used, unfortunately.
It says
That's a good thing.
Nip at its ankle.
I want to read some of this control water. If you choose an area in a large body of water, which this doesn't count, but you can make a 20-foot tall wave. Any huge or smaller vehicle in the wave's path are carried with it to the other side, which I think would apply to this situation. Any huge or smaller vehicle struck by the wave have a 25% chance of capsizing. I know that this is not a vehicle, but I still feel like there is that just kind of shows how powerful this spell is.
Yeah.
So
I
actually,
think I should be standing behind you.
yeah, I'm thinking. So actually, do we just want to wash ourselves down the river through it?
Yeah,
I
you could
would-
either wash the enemy away or you could wash yourself.
We
You could
wash
surf past
ourselves,
it.
yeah.
They don't got a surfboard with them.
I would prefer not to use my only 4th level spell if I don't have to.
Yeah.
If I use Tensor's floating disc, we can surf past it. Tensor's floating disc on the water. You control water, and we can surf down the river.
Again, we could do that. I would prefer not to use my only 4th level spell to do it.
That's fair.
Alternatively, I
I'm-
could just banish it. And it probably
Yeah.
has really shit charisma saves, so it'll probably work.
I prefer that plan because even if you try to banish it and it doesn't work, I'm all for just blasting it until it dies or it eats Helby. And then we kill it.
Hey, no eating Helby, please.
Well, no, because then we'll kill it and then we'll get you out of there, and it'll just, that'll be the strategy for every single fight in the future.
Great, thanks.
When we get to Rassency, I don't even know what he is, but he's probably going to eat you.
Awesome.
There's just
I
some guy
would
who
still
really likes buffet.
prefer to see if we can sneak past this thing, and if it fails, then we move into combat.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I agree with that.
I'm really not comfortable with being in melee range, but I will do it.
I would just rather not start fighting this thing if we can avoid it.
Yeah, I don't really want to be in the water with it.
Don't worry, none of us do.
That's yeah. Group decision. We'll go for it
Some
then. If you want to try
pertinent
and sneak.
information. Minor correction to what I said earlier. The water is in this river between 5 and 30 feet deep. So I think I would roll that to see where between those two extremes it is in the crucial 10 feet, 15 feet.
I've got a feeling that it's so big that its feet are touching the bottom. To be perfectly
I mean,
honest
it's
with you.
you can see. I mean, I can see it. It's only like a 15 foot. It's only a 15-foot cube. So there's a chance we could swim underneath it. I think
If
that
you
should
went-
be our plan. Either try to
Yeah.
swim underneath it or sneak through it if we can't get
Okay.
underneath.
Well, okay. Let's try that.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
No, but I'm gonna say yes.
We will save you when you inevitably get grappled and eaten.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first then. So I'm stealth swimming.
Okay.
When I get
Um,
to, I start going underneath the water to see if I can swim underneath it.
Okay, let's see if you can.
No, it's only 4 feet deep. What?
No. So the water there is 25 feet deep. You can
Ooh.
see this better once you start to swim down.
So I should definitely be able to get beneath it.
Oh well. So you see this thing is quite it's enormous. And it's like bobbing a little bit. So there would be gaps. You see there are like moments if you swim fast enough and at the right time.
But it's not
that
25
you could
feet long.
I know, yeah. So there are gaps that you can there's time gaps that you can swim through. But you would need to make an acrobatics check to get by.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not good at acrobatics, fam. What do we do?
Just roll
Um,
high. That's all you can do. I mean, if I was still my druid, then I could cast Grace of the Cat or something like that, and then you would be.
If
good
you
at
were still a druid,
acrobatics.
you could turn into a spider and carry us above this thing.
I could turn into a shark and just carry you past it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but no.
I think I'm just gonna go for it. Ava's bold. She has
Yeah.
confidence in herself. Go, Ava.
She looks like a strong swimmer.
Okay. So you watch it for a moment. You watch its kind of patterns. It obviously hasn't noticed you yet, so it's just kind of in its idle animation, bobbing up and down a little bit.
Just spawn in the water.
And how does this look, Esteni, as you swim underneath this thing and emerge on the other side?
So it looks like you see Ava watching it for a moment, and then we see her dip underwater to study its movements and then come up for breath. And she just kind of steels herself. She takes a massive breath and just disappears under the water. And we see this writhing creature underneath, and her she's just swimming right along the floor or the bed of this underground river. And she ends up having to dig her foot into the bed to shift her body to avoid a snaking neck or something, and kicks up a whole bunch of dust. And for a moment the dust obscures the camera. We can't tell if she got or not. And then we see her pop up on the other side and take another gasping breath
Okay. I just want to have a look at Pass Without Trace. I'm just curious if Grammy will see masking you and your
The
companions. You
answer
don't
is
leave traces.
no.
You don't leave traces of your passage. So yeah, we see Ava emerge, but emerging still like covered by Pass Without Trace. Like we see Grammy right there. Ava, you would see Grammy, but Grammy doesn't see you
Isn't
yet.
Grammy invisible?
Yes, sorry, yes, she is.
I imagine like the thing is, I imagine like with timing, it's probably just like you will see a door open and then close again.
I think you should just walk
afterwards.
into each other both invisible.
Okay, who's next?
That would be me.
I'm like age before beauty.
Thanks.
Yeah. I've got 20. I've got
so-
like 20 charisma.
But
Do
also,
you-
aren't you like super old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you're both age and beauty.
So I have to do acrobatics. Is that right?
Yep.
What do I have to do one for Vossi as well?
Yeah, assuming you move separately, unless there's somewhere you can
Can I
help
just
her out.
can I just get onto Vossi's back and have her swim me under? She's stronger than
Yeah,
I am.
sure. Why not? Why not?
So what would I need to roll for Vossi for that?
So pick between the two of you and roll an acrobatics check. Or I guess if Vossi is doing the swimming and you're riding your underwater velociraptor, then just roll with Vossi. And if she doesn't have acrobatics as a skill, then it
she
would be
doesn't.
dexterity.
Dexterity, okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, so Jelly, how does this look?
So I think Helby would kind of grip Vossi around the neck, and Vossi would just dip her head under, narrowly avoid one of the creature's feet, and just swim really fast, kind of like a shark through the water almost, flipping her tail and propelling herself along until we reach Ava.
I just love the visual of that so much. Like riding your velociraptor underwater as she swims beneath the Hydra. Pretty cool. Okay. Am I think maybe you told me and I forgot, Phil. Am I moving your token today? You're on.
Yeah, you'll have to. I'm in Manchester.
Okay, so your last an acrobatics check, sir.
Oh. This is why I didn't want to do this. Are you sure acrobatics and not like performance or persuasion or something like that?
Unless you can propel yourself with your charisma.
I'm sure he could.
Okay, so the beast will make a perception check. Does pretty damn good on that, and
It's
I
pretty
think
good.
as you are underneath it, you just it drops one of the kind of necks of its one of its heads and just like grazes against you, and then instinctually like snaps at whatever it felt there and tries to bite you. Only gets a 10 though, so misses you, and
Cool.
you swim by, fortunately unscathed. I was rolling with a damn. I rolled a 2. Okay. So it's less graceful, and this thing is now like somewhat alerted, but you made it past to the other side.
Awesome. Let's get out of the water.
Get out of the water. Dun, dun,
So yeah, I'll swim to the shore.
dun,
Okay.
Derek, just say whatever you want to. The door opens.
I mean, if you were standing there watching, you'd definitely have noticed this thing react and try to take a bite at something in the water.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, I think you will be able to announce yourselves to each other.
Ava.
Grammy.
I assume I don't hear that because Pass Without Trace.
Can you put Pass Without Trace into chat, Jelly, so we can see it again?
Sure.
A veil of shadows and silence.
So I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you say something, it's masked at the moment.
Could we
Then
touch Grammy? Would she?
yeah, I
feel-
was gonna reach out and grab her when she
Yeah.
didn't respond. Well, I can't find her. Like flailing with my hands, trying to find her. I feel like that. I flail with my
little to
hands.
the
I hit
left.
a board and I'm like, fuck.
When I come out of the water, if I notice Ava doing stuff to try and get the attention of someone, can I just like cast the light cantrip on a stone and just like
Yeah.
skim it across the water or something?
Yeah.
Because that's not usual. I imagine Grammy would see it come from somewhere, like a stone just is picked up and thrown.
Right.
Yeah.
So I absolutely conveniently just like step between Helvi and Ava, right? And well, pick up the glowing stone and just I think it literally just disappears.
Yeah, I turn off light. As soon as you pick it up, I just turn off light.
And you picking it up, we see it disappear in the air. We know where to grab you.
Yep.
So I see that, and then I just kind of like gently grab your forearm.
Helby grabs your knee.
I cast
Vossi
vampiric
grabs
touch and
my
I grab
foot.
Grammy.
Vossi licks your face.
We drag you to the ground and tackle you.
We push you under the water and keep you there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait. No, we don't do that.
Yeah, so we hear like a surprised yelp. And then okay. I am going to assume that it's I am going to assume that's you.
Gentle squeeze, confirmation. You can't hear me, but I think Ava's saying it is us, Grammy, and like squeezing your wrist or something
Okay.
gently.
Right. Oh, this is awkward. I had Ishmael guide me here and tell me where, what things are along the way. I was not able to explore the whole compound. And I don't know how I'm going to lead you in any way. And I will just grab Ava's arm, right?
Okay.
And then just kind of pull you forward. Just be very well, you don't. Just be quiet. Behind that door.
Like you're telling the person who literally can't speak to you to be quiet.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I will.
Yeah, I'll follow and I'll make sure like we're probably gonna daisy chain ourselves. So I'll be like I'll grab Helby.
And
Yeah,
I will
okay.
go the way I went, which is south. And also, I'm gonna get rid of the eye of the Penguin Lord. Like this scene. Oh my god.
So this snoring Yuan Ti is still like muttering to themselves in their sleep. You just hear like, I consume the world. Oh. Blood sacrifice.
Kill everyone. Kill
Bathe
everyone.
in the blood.
I love him. Can we keep him?
Roll animal handling.
Never mind.
So what's the as you get deeper, what's the plan for how you're going to navigate? So you're daisy chaining the four of you, Ava, Helby, Vossi, and Aldrig, But
I
Grammy's
like
at the
how
front at the
Vossi is
moment.
in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Aldrich is holding onto her tail,
Yeah.
and she's like
to,
biting onto the back of Helby's armor.
I need to be able to pet Vossi at all times.
Yeah,
He's a calming influence.
but how, Grammy, are you going to let the group know where you're going?
I mean, I'm literally just pulling them along.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're holding. Right, of course. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm
So,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all good. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean-
we're basically holding hands through the dungeon. It's fine.
We're on a school trip.
I'm just gonna move to the other side if you allow it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my cat's being really peculiar. He's trying to wear my boots. So I'm size 12
That's
and
adorable.
I don't think he's allowed me to stroke him today. I know this is totally off topic and not D&D roleplay, but he's allowed me to stroke him today. He's a Bengal and he normally just bites you and claws your arm off, but I stroked him like 4 times today,
Aw.
so there you go. I'm friends now with an animal. Animal handled in 20.
And I think
So,
like
Grammy, you reach this familiar crossroads where
Yeah.
Ishmael's tour nearly, well, the first part of his tour. So to the north, he said, was main ritual chamber, and to the south was the poison place.
yeah, and I think like just before the corner, I would probably just kind of stop and get closer to the invisible to me, Ava. And then just pretty much just say what I know. And then in front of us is I don't know what that is actually. And to the left there is the way I came in. So
Grammy came in from this direction.
I came in from this direction.
Okay, Grammy came in from this direction. We don't know what's over here.
Main hall.
We know that,
Poison
and
lady.
down here there's people. I think Ava would nudge you in this direction.
Okay.
Because at least we know that there didn't seem to be people there when you went through there initially.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will lead them forward.
An underground cathedral opens before you. At one end, a sculptured balcony perches atop 5 rearing stone serpents. Blood, dribbling from the serpent's jaws, falls into a semicircular basin, and from there flows along a sloped trough into a wide stone bowl set into the floor. South of the bowl is a mezzanine, prominently situated atop which is a cauldron of steaming broth that exudes fleshy odors. To the west, a huge gong carved with snake patterns stands on a second balcony.
And I can see there's a set of doors, like, why is it not letting me over here-ish?
Yes. Yep.
Am I close enough
And-
to collect some of the blood?
You can be. Oh, you're back in the sleeping
He
chamber.
can't move himself.
You're back at the back of the conga
Wee.
line. You're at the back of the conga line at the moment, Aldrich, and the front has just gone in. If
Just
the
in
group
passing.
moves further in, then you could.
Yeah. Just in passing.
Yeah, so you see a couple of exits to this chamber. Ava, you see one beyond the gong to the west.
Okay.
You see the one that you were pointing at. There's a door over there, and you see some iron portcullis over there.
One Beyond the Gong sounds like a great band name, by the way.
It does.
And I think
Yes.
as you enter this chamber, that's around 10 minutes. So you now have 40 minutes of spells left.
Okay.
I guess my invisibility would be slightly longer, but not by much, so let's leave it there.
Yeah, is it also an hour?
Yeah, it's an hour.
So I think your Oh, I can even because I have to have 2 things. I'll put it on there as well. I think it's 50 minutes at the moment.
That would make sense.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just like slightly longer.
I mean, you'll drop it when we get into combat anyway, so don't worry about it.
True. True.
This music is so tense, by the way, Derek. Good choice.
It's really good.
Awesome.
I will let my curiosity lead the way and just check if that's blood, or if I think it's blood.
No check needed because it's
It's blood.
blindingly obvious to you, Grammy, for sure that is humanoid blood.
Now that I'm closer to this balcony, can I see what this is?
That's blood too. It's also blood.
You're looking at the platform above
Yeah.
the serpent heads
Mm-hmm.
and the disc. Is that what you're pointing at?
Yeah. Like, can I get a better look at it from here?
I think you're a little distance away, but there's no stakes, so it doesn't matter. I think if you failed, then you would just move closer and look again. Yeah, it's like a stone disc with a relief of a snake carved onto it.
Hmm.
What a relief.
Okay, you take 8d12. Oh, wait, the other one too. You take 4.
You're in a tube again.
Rocket Dirk.
Derek, what'd you do? Undo the thing that you did.
Evil Dirk.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
What do you keep doing?
I'm gonna
Hello,
fix
Bucket
that.
Dirk.
Hold on.
Put the bucket down.
I want to know what he's doing. Can you at least
I
tell
mean-
us after the stream? Like, you don't have to shame yourself in front of everybody, but
We just that on a Sunday anyway.
Wow. Okay, I think I fixed it.
I just got that.
Yeah.
It was a joke. Sorry. Bill takes 54 damage exactly and loses 24,000 experience.
I'm so curious what Helby's looking at.
Helby can see lots of people through there. So I don't think it's advisable to go to that door on the right-hand
The
side.
question
Did
is,
everyone
are
just
they
see that?
prisoners?
They kind of look like the things that were sleeping that we just passed.
Then I would not go in there.
I don't think so. But I don't know for sure. That could just be evil Derek fooling us.
What a room full of hydras. That's awful.
I think I'll read you the box text actually. If you're looking through the bars there, Helby, you
yeah.
get a pretty decent view of the room there. A fountain of cool water bubbles on the floor ahead. The scent of lilies fills the air, and silken drapes drift lazily in the heat. Archways open into shaded booths, heaped with cushions and trays of sugared sweets. Lounging about are a dozen scantily clad humanoids with eyes like those of snakes and scaly patches on their arms, legs, necks, and backs. Watching over them are a pair of inhuman bipedal reptiles. Closest to the door, that's these guys.
Aha, so that's the harem. Okay.
It does appear to be a harem.
Yeah, let's not go in there. If that's the harem, if we assume that it's a harem for Raz and C, Razency's chamber is probably close by. I betcha it might be through this one.
Maybe.
Either way, I want to check it out.
Cool.
Lead the
Well,
way.
I mean,
So I
Yeah,
will
but-
start heading in that direction. Grammy, if you let go of my hand, I won't drag you along with me.
I think at this point I'm just clutching to your hand because I'm
Okay.
the only one who just doesn't know where anyone else is.
So yeah, I'll just go here.
And you want to try to open the door?
I want to inspect the door first because I'm not an idiot.
It's make a perception check. It's like a heavy stone door. And with a 15, I think you determine, well, firstly, it's not locked. Secondly, it doesn't appear to be trapped either.
Cool. Then yeah, I will slowly, stealthily try to open it. And like I'm listening as I'm doing it, trying to like listen for a reaction, trying to hear breathing, or if anyone goes like, "What the heck was that?" Like I want to just do it very carefully.
Okay. You don't hear anything in the immediate vicinity of the door as you slowly begin to open it. I'm so scared of deleting the wrong thing. Okay.
What's that 23 on the map?
You're in a
Derek.
tube.
Derek, please take the bucket off your head.
What is that? I'm so confused.
I am too, and he won't tell us, and it's okay.
I mean, so I know he like has voice mod going, and I assume
It's voice mod.
I assume
And
you
it's-
set up. I assume you set up like hotkeys that you accidentally keep pressing.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly it. Yes.
Shame.
I was using numbers, and that was clearly a bad idea.
Was that on purpose this time?
Yes.
Okay.
So the dynamic lighting, the door is open. There's a corridor in that direction. You see a couple of these mutated guards in a chamber at the end of the corridor.
Also, this guy?
Yes, you can see that guy from where you are as well.
Oh.
Oh my.
And Ava, your military background, you're quick to determine strong foes. This is
Mhm.
clearly a guy who knows how to fight.
Okay. Are we able to? Am I able to talk to other people who are affected by Pass Without Trace? Or
Let's have another look.
I mean, so far you have played it this way at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've been talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can.
okay. I think I would turn to Helby, and I would whisper what I see there, and that it looks like the chamber opens up, and also what are they guarding? Like, there's 4 guards there. One looks exceptionally strong. But there is a large chamber, and while I see it opens into the river, what would they be guarding?
I don't know, but do you think we can get past them?
I think it's possible. It'll be as much as a risk as getting past Razency's pet.
We should at least have a look then.
All right then. And I'll sneak forward. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
So just to let you know before you enter the chamber,
Yes.
I'm gonna occasionally redo stealth checks.
Understood.
Rather than just doing one for the whole dungeon. This will be a point to redo them.
Yep.
Still with
that's
with
fine.
Pass Without Trace and invisibility, but
Basically, there's a
So-
chance of failure, so I get it.
Yeah.
Should
heading
I
in?
do it here?
Yeah, if you're deciding that you're going to go and head in, then yeah, everybody, Grammy included.
13.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Yours is with advantage, 13 with advantage, okay. Let me pull up.
Wow, 13.
Oh my god.
You know what? As long as they roll a 1 on their perception, maybe we'll be fine.
So our lowest
So what do we have?
is...
Grammy with advantage was a 13.
Yep.
Ava, that's including your plus 10 already.
Yes, I don't have a plus
13.
12 normally.
Aldrig with a plus 10 is 19. Oh, okay, we'll take that one. And 28 for Helby. Can you do one for Vossi as well, Jelly?
Yeah, sure. Is that just a dex, yeah?
Yep,
Plus 10. 18.
18. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking those ones, and
That's
I
what
will
that trace is
roll
awesome.
some. Yeah, it really is.
It's really good. Because I rolled that 9 and I was like, I fucked this up for everybody.
I mean, I would say that both me and
Oh.
Ava fucked it up for everybody.
I mean, you know what? It's fine because, well, I was gonna say it was fine because it was it seemed like it was a
Yeah.
group check, but it looks like we're definitely getting spotted.
I mean, what? We have 18. Yeah, we have 18, 28, 19, 13, 13. Yeah.
So,
I missed my
Um,
32.
so you stealthily move your way along. I guess move yourselves to the edge of the corridor, to the edge of the room, and then I'll tell you what you see, and I'll tell you what
I
happens.
mean, I'm literally behind Ava this whole time, just holding whatever part of you I can.
So as you reach the edge, you see that four pillars support the vaulted ceiling, and steps ascend to an iron throne carved in the likeness of a hydra. It's on the north end of the room. Painted on the wall behind it is a large blue triangle. To the south, an engraved stone disc is set into the floor of an alcove that is the same as the one that you saw in the other room, Ava. A 10-foot wide opening in the east wall leads to a flooded cave. Now, I think as you reach the edge of the corridor, let's see, I think Helby, your foot just like scuffs. I suppose you're veiled in silence.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
Uh,
Helby got a 28.
Yeah,
oh, sorry,
why me?
yeah, Helby's the 28. Who was the 18?
I was a 1. Make it me.
It's either
I got the
Ava
18.
or Gravy.
Oh, it's Vossi was the 18, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Vossi was the 28.
I got that 19.
No, Vossi was an 18.
18.
Vossi was an 18.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, she was. Oh, never mind.
I think there's just like something in the movement of the air that these are trained guards, and well, some of them are trained guards. One of them is a trained killer, and they just have very attuned instincts. So I think this guy like slowly like looks around, like he was kind of looking towards the cave, and then he like looks around to the right and begins like slithering in your direction and says, "Is someone there? Come now, don't be shy. Introduce yourselves."
So want to introduce myself with a dagger to his face.
Hex Eldritch Blast. I'm joking. That was a joke. Can we continue to sneak?
You can attempt to. Is that what's your intention as a group?
Okay, I'm just gonna speak because I'm not able to communicate with the rest. I would probably just. I mean, I would follow Ava, but otherwise try to sneak.
Yeah, I think the intention is to sneak. Is there a big door that we have to open to get out of this room that they are guarding?
No.
They're just guarding a throne room. And we don't know if there's anyone on the throne. It doesn't look like there is, from what I can tell.
There might be a room behind the throne. Maybe like a curtain.
I mean, it doesn't look like it.
Hmm.
Didn't
There's,
Derek say there's a
a-
big blue triangle?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a triangle painted or etched or whatever on the wall behind the throne. And there's a disc down across from the throne on the other side of the room. And that's it.
Do we need to be here then? Should we leave?
I think we should try to get out of here. But I will say, if we're not able to, we shouldn't run too far away because we don't want them alerting the rest of the compound that we're here.
Mm.
So I think mechanically, well, this is kind of a question because it's a tricky one that I'm struggling to figure out. But you're not invisible, right? The spell gives you this boost to your stealth check, but if your stealth is broken, you're discovered. You're not invisible, apart from Grammy.
I think effectively, if they've passed their perception check to see us, then they can probably actually see us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
I think
they'd be able to see like the shadows of
I think it's
presence.
that. You know, I was struggling a bit with the spell, but I think that's how it goes. That if they roll significant high enough perception and beat your stealth checks with the +10s, then so like maybe there's like a flickering, like the effect masking you isn't quite perfect. Like it breaks, a little sound is let through. He still said the same thing as he said, like introduce
Yeah.
yourselves. But he's like, the main guy and also the guards that are most snaky, the ones at the back, are like looking at you, aware that you're there.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a break in the silence and you just hear. I mean, if we can't just walk back out in stealth, then I think we're in initiative, and I will be acting accordingly.
Okay.
But it's entirely up to what the rest of the group want to do.
Well, the thing is, we've been saying that we're cloaked in silence, so I can't introduce myself anyway.
Yeah, he won't hear us.
Yeah.
You
Unless
can
it's like
break. You
completely
can drop.
broken.
You can drop the spell if you want. It's a concentration.
Yeah. If we think we're still in stealth, and we think we can still just like.
I will
walk out
say
of
there's
here.
no reason to drop the spell. Like, wait until you get hit and are forced to, unless you have
Yeah,
other things you want to
I don't
concentrate on.
wanna- Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah. So put it this way: if you're in a different situation, if you got away into a different part of the dungeon, then you could make a stealth check again, and
Yeah.
because the spell would still be up, then you could kind of go back to sneak mode. But at the moment, it's clear that they know you're there and they know where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as a group, do we think that we're going to be in initiative? Because I would like to get a sneak attack on this guy. Not necessarily a sneak attack, but definitely a surprise round. Because if I can hex,
I
an
don't
Eldritch
think we're
Blast-
going to get a surprise round because they know we're here and they're
Yeah.
prepared for combat. So that's not going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
You might be able to surprise. Well, even then, these guys are now alerted because he said something.
Hmm.
Like I say, I would like to at least try and hex and Eldritch Blast this guy in the face.
He's definitely the strongest target. There's a total of 6 dudes in here. And Derek warned me specifically, this guy's a beast.
Yeah.
And these guys, we fought them before. They're already pretty challenging.
Hmm.
Just don't get hit. Make the dex save. All of the above.
If you do want to parlay, Grammy, I guess, is the only person that can.
I mean, Grammy, you want to try to tell some more bad lies?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to talk to them first before.
Tell me lies.
Well, my name's Kridash. You are,
I am Sekilok,
it's,
champion of the 1T of Omu.
it's an honor to meet you.
Why don't you show yourself, girl? We can meet more properly. It's only polite. Or have they no manners? Wherever it is you come from.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I see your friends here. Nothing gets by Sekilok. I'd say you.
I don't even know what I would tell as a lie in this situation.
We're the cleaners.
I
Sorry,
brought my
we
shadow friends to serve Raz and C.
use invisibility so that we don't disturb your lordships.
Can you point me towards the bin, please?
I was looking for the bathroom and I got lost.
Exactly. Well, I want. Jesus Christ. Well,
Or
okay.
you could even just be like, I will unveil myself for none other than Raz and C. Power move it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Actually, thank you. Because I was stuck as a player there. Yeah, let's do that. I will unveil myself only to recency.
Oh, really? Making demands. The quiet voice, invisible from the corridor, makes demands of Sekilok. My lord will only be disturbed to speak with those I deem worthy. Prove yourself to me, girl.
I will try and step forward, bump into Ava. And then
Oh, sorry.
move past her. And well, I'm gonna just see. I will create an illusion of a puzzle cube. One of the ones that we saw already. Let's say the Almirage. As
Okay.
I drop invisibility.
Okay. He, I think he stays where he is, so he stays a short distance back. Two of these things are unpleasantly close. Their breath you can smell from where you are is horrendous. Smells like flesh. And Sekilok looks at the cube with interest and says, "It's time for you to speak, girl. What do you want with those things? What are you doing here? Speak quick. I'm not known for my patience."
I have traveled all the way, and I pick another place in.
And you're still a snake. I love it.
I like pick another place near Baragost. I have traveled all the way from Nashville to join Presidency, and I hope this gift eases the transition into the tribe.
Make a either persuasion or deception. I think I'll leave the choice to you.
I mean, if you give me a choice where I have persuasion, normal, or deception disadvantage, you know which one I'm gonna pick.
That makes sense. Okay, 15.
You are a kind and gracious DM. Very forgiving.
Yep.
Why do you
I
have
just
disadvantage
thought it
on
was kind of
deception?
yeah. We decided. I can't remember where. This was quite a long time ago. We decided, or well, it was
It
Snow's
was
idea.
like so long
that it just
ago, and we
fit
both
better.
forgot.
I just wrote it on the mechanics, but it was. I think it was around the time when Ava was having a love interest, actually, or maybe when Grammy was flirting with Niramore. We decided she was very easy to read, so mechanically that meant deception checks were not so good for her.
Varys always lies, so Grammy must always tell the truth.
One of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies. Who is it?
Varys is just like, it's not fucking me. For either
So-
of them.
Sekulok, he lifts up a bit. You know, he's got kind of a normal sized, well, a very muscular, normal sized kind of humanoid upper body, but attached to a gigantic, very thick snake tail. So you know, if he's got it coiled, he's like 6 foot tall. If he uncoils and like lifts up, he is enormous.
14 plasmid.
And he squints a little bit and looks carefully at you and at the cube illusion. And I think before he responds, let's take our break.
All right.
Dun-dun-dun.
Well,
Perfect.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to just maybe just leave this music going, honestly. It's so fitting. Well, in any case, we'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourself some tea, coffee, water, whatever you please. Maybe like an ice cream. And, well, we'll be back in just a little bit. The break time is over. We shall do the thing, is what I want to say, but I forgot what the thing was that I want to speak about. Anyway, hi. How was your break? Great.
Fine. I don't know.
Awesome. Shall we jump straight back into it? Derek, are you good?
Let's go.
All right. Then I will leave
All right.
the word to you.
So we left off with Sekalok scrutinizing Gramey. Can you maybe give me the text of Minor Illusion, because if it's reasonable, he might scrutinize that as well. But he's sort of looking you and this cube that you're holding out up and down.
There you go, both of those. It's essentially like investigation against 13.
That's a good point. He might scrutinize your Yuan-Ti disguise.
I mean, I don't know if he
To
suspects.
discern that you're disguised, the creature can use its action to expect your appearance. Yes, okay, I think he's going to do that. He's scrutinizing everything about you and your proposition at the moment. And if a creature uses action to examine the sound or image, creature can determine that it is an illusion, but then investigate. Oh, they're both investigation. I see.
Yeah.
And did you find your DC?
13.
And investigation is intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, here goes. He spends a moment scrutinizing you.
Ah!
Oh.
So, what do you think it is in your disguise or in the cube? I guess I'll leave it up to you. Like I think he'll notice something out of place. Like you missed something in your disguise, or the cube is wrong somehow. What do you think it is?
Obviously, it's the cube. Maybe he doesn't have a clue.
I think it's, well, maybe, okay, I have an idea. What if there's like dust that he notices, and essentially like my horns are physically sticking out of my disguise, so it like creates this empty space where dust should be.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. So he looks at the cube, looks at you, and like there's a dark, unsettling smirk that spreads across his face. And he says, "Nice try. Not as convincing as you thought. And Sekalok is known for his blades, but his wits are sharp too. Intruders!" And yep, it is initiative time. Let's go.
Alright, yeah.
So I'm gonna make a note. 50 minutes on the invisibility, 40.
I mean,
on the
invisibility is gone.
pass without trace. Invisibility's gone. Okay.
Why can't I roll today? I'm gonna get us killed. I'm sorry.
So how we doing?
I'll run initiative in a second. It's just Roll20's been in the you cannot connect thing for like the past half an hour.
I'm trying to like find a dumb pun with Sekalok's name, and I can't do it.
Sexy lock.
Sexy lock.
Yeah, immediately. I was like upstairs like 45 minutes ago, like, yeah, sexy lock. Look at those muscles. That's why they call me Sexy Lock.
All right.
I can roll for you, Phil, if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind. The whole time we're fighting him, he's just like kissing his muscles and stuff, like winking at us and raising his eyebrow and stuff. And he's just like, "This is really awkward."
I'm known for my sharp blades, but also my biceps are pretty cool too.
I'm known for my blades and my guns.
Okay, so Helby, You are first to act. What you gonna do?
Okay, if I
Helby,
moved
Helby. What
to
you
the
gonna do?
to the corner, would that give the snake in front of me a chance to attack me as I went past?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stay where I am then. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at Sekidok.
Okay.
Misses, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. And then what was the coordinated attack again? Your companion can see you. It can, but she's not near him though, is she?
I think it
Does she
was a
have to be
melee.
near? Yeah. Okay. No worries then. That's it for my turn then. Ooh,
This
funky.
music.
That is loud.
Okay.
Action music. I like it.
I'm into it.
I thought we need some fight music. So, think that. Oh, he's not going to shove. Are we still here?
I
Discord
think so. I think it's
issues?
Phil. I think.
Oh, we
weird.
lost Phil. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys just hear that? Like he was like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not hear him, no.
People were going in and out of chat really fast.
Oh, I don't have sound
Oh.
effects turned on.
Oh, okay.
Streamer mode.
I just don't like sound effects. They make me tense.
So 2 of these are going to attack Grammy. 1 will attack Helby. Oh wow, they get multi attack.
I love this.
Okay, so
music.
on
Oh
you,
my
Grammy,
God.
a 15
That is a hit.
for 5, 16 for 4, 20 for 7.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
That was the first one. The second one.
Uncanny
calls-
evasion, though, right?
Yeah, do you want to uncanny dodge any of those?
I'm waiting to see if there is a crit.
Okay, so the one to the bottom right of you then misses with its bite, hits with its claws for 3, hits with its
Okay.
claws for 7.
Yeah, I will uncanny dodge the last one.
Okay, the other one attacking Helby, bites, misses, claws hit for 6,
Mhm.
claws miss. And that is their turn. Grammy.
I don't have any fun toys, unfortunately. But I will pull out Bag of Nails' short sword. And
What does that do, Grammy? Since you ate it last week.
oh, I don't know. And I will stab to myself.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
No. 13's a miss.
Shit.
Holy moly! It would have been
Wow.
7 damage. Good
The
grief.
thing is, I don't know if they are immune to poison or not.
I do.
And I assume they are because UNT.
I can tell you what they're not immune to.
Lightning. And then I will use my cunning action to disengage. And I will heroically hide
Good.
behind Ava.
Good, because here's the thing. If you weren't going to do that on my turn, I was going to yank you back behind me anyway.
And that shall be my turn.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Snake boys, what they gonna do?
Snake boys.
What they gonna
What you
do?
gonna do?
gonna do
Come
when
and do when it comes
for
for you. I think one of them is going to try to ensorcelate Helby.
Ensorcelate. That's a word.
Yes. So the range of the spell is enough. So he's going to chill where he is, actually. He's like just cool guy leaning against the wall next to the throne. Doesn't even bother to like get into battle stance. And then says through his snaky mouth, hey, why don't you go for a swim? And cast Suggestion. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so his suggestion was like just run and jump in the river. Essentially, go for a swim. He was trying to be cool about it, but that's what he meant.
Okay.
So
Last longer.
I'll put this in chat. Suggest the course of activity. Creatures that can't be charmed. Can you be charmed? You're not immune. I guess that's an elf thing, not a
I don't think
gnome
so.
thing.
No.
It pursues that course of action. Can continue for
Oh.
the duration up
Hang
to
on.
8 hours.
Gnome cunning. I have
Yeah.
advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Oh,
So-
perfect. I think that succeeds in that case, because let me check my DC. I think it was 13. DC 13.
Yay!
Yay!
Your gnome cunning.
My gnome cunning
you're
saved the day.
tempted. You're tempted for a moment, but then you're like, wait a minute, now's not the time for swimming. This is a fight. So he has, I think that's the end of his turn, and the other one will try the more conventional method of shooting you in the face. So he's going to move to here and shoot at Ava.
Okay.
I was gonna say, to a lot
21
of people,
Yeah, that hits.
for 9.
All right.
It's not the sort of poison that you save against, it's just poison damage.
That's fine.
Let's see. Oh, it has multi-attack. So 23
Yep, that also hits.
for another 18.
Okay.
And that is their turn. Vossi.
Down to half HP. Let's do this.
Okay, Vossi is going to move to here, I think.
Okay, good.
And she's gonna bite the snake in front of her.
Okay,
She's gonna miss.
she misses.
And that's
Aldrich.
all she can do.
is Hex a bonus action? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bonus action spell.
We're gonna hex the big boy,
Okay.
and then I get 2 Eldritch Blasts, so
Far away. Is your character sheet working, or you want me to roll it? You got it. 25 hits.
oh my god.
No.
Boop. Excuse me. Boop.
I said boop.
I said boop. There we go.
Okay.
Is that adding my
10
charisma modifier?
It
by the
is,
way?
but it's not adding your hex.
Right, okay, so, because Hex, I've got to click.
Also, what ability check are you giving him disadvantage on?
Oh, Strength and Intelligence are the ones, they're the 2 that I would use. Have we got anything that, I mean, Strength would probably be the best one.
I was gonna say intelligence won't really do much because there aren't really like it's not gonna do anything for saving throws. It's just like ability checks. Like
Yeah, unless a bot
Like-
called him stupid or something, you'd be like, you're stupid, and then, oh, he makes an intelligence saving throw.
No, it doesn't
I'm
affect
not
saves.
stupid. Oh, yeah, I know that. I mean, ability check. Yeah, do this Rubik's cube, you dum dum. I can't do it.
There you go.
No, my pride.
La, now I look stupid in front of everyone. Okay, Eldritch Blast.
I am known for my blades, but also my Rubik's Cube saving abilities. Sorry, what did you go for? What
Try
what
and
is your
juggle
disadvantage, John?
3. Strength.
Strength, okay.
Strength.
That's what that red
bit
blob
of-
is. So remind me of that. 20 hits.
20 hits. So I'll do that because I can click these both. So that's a that, and then. There we go.
Another 16, alright. Very nice.
Pew pew. That's not the noises that they make, but that's the noise that Aldrich makes when he fires them. The Eldritch
Alright.
Blast is more like a like big lightning bolt noises, and then he's just going pew pew as he does them. And Beatrice is on his shoulder going. And that's my turn.
So, Sekalok,
Sexy
he
love.
says he's becoming less and less of a serious character. He says, I am known for my blades, but also for my hardiness. And he like puts his hands together for a moment, and you can like see some of his wounds healing.
Ugh,
He
this guy.
uses a bonus action for that, and then runs forwards. Let's see. I'm gonna roll D3 actually to see who he wants to go for, because you've all joined the fray. So one is
I mean,
Helby, two's
technically I
Ava,
haven't, but I've just
three's
been attacked. But it's
Vossi.
okay.
So he's gonna go for Ava,
Good.
and he's going to swing his greatsword.
Yep.
3 times.
Okay.
This is a great
Ooh.
sword.
28.
Yep, that hits.
It
How
is.
much?
It is a great sword. For 23.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I had 25, so I'm on 2.
Swings again at you, Ava.
Do you do the
Okay.
thing?
Oh my god.
Not yet. I'll do it on my 3rd one. Okay, so.
Oh wait, hold on,
I-
hold on. Sorry. He the 2d6 is only if he has. That's an extra thing. So that was 15. So you should have 8 more HP
Okay,
before the second hit.
thank you.
It's a
Although
great
I
sword,
think
it's not
maybe
the best I've
the-
seen.
I think maybe
Pretty
that
good, though.
will second hit will take you down anyway. That's
I mean,
14.
it would if I wasn't a half orc.
Right.
So I dropped to one knee. He's convinced that this should have put me down, and then I stand back up.
Because you're a ha folks. Are you friends with many trollolols?
And also, because either he's gonna put me down to 0, or he's gonna miss. So I need to do this now. I'm gonna use my Wrath of the Storm.
Yes.
So I need you to make I think it's a dex save. Yeah, a dex save, please.
10.
All right. So I will tick one of those down. He's going to take 2d8 lightning damage.
He will use an ability that lets him re-roll his
Okay.
save. Gets
He's
another
still
10.
going to take 2d8 lightning damage. He's going to take 12 lightning damage, and also because I have Thunderous Strike, whenever I deal lightning damage to a larger, smaller creature, I can also push it 10 feet away from you. I fling him back 10 feet. So basically, his blade bites into me a second time, and lightning travels up from my blood, from my body, up the blade, up his arm, and he just gets blasted back 10 feet.
So he grits his fangs and runs back forwards.
Yeah.
Once he kind of slows to a stop, he then runs
Does
forwards,
he
charges
run,
forwards
or
with
does
his
he
great sword.
slither?
He slithers, yeah, he slither runs. Slither runs? No.
Slytherin?
So
Death Eater,
swinging at you, Ava.
Gryffindor.
Yeah, I'm down at
Jesus
0.
Christ.
27, you're down.
Hufflepuff.
All right,
Okay.
I will go ahead and make my death save, because that's all I can do on my turn.
20.
No, that's a fail.
That's one fail.
9.
Man, that's like the first death save I've had to make as Ava.
Yeah.
Fortunate you.
Oh, Toby.
Okay. Do.
This music's really good.
It is.
Do you know when you're just about to fill the glass of Coke too much?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
The water retention is I'm gonna have to drink it from the glass from the table without touching it with my hands instead.
Okay. I'm torn between cure woundsing Ava and attacking.
I mean, as long as they don't kill her on the next turn, I can get her up.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to shoot an arrow at the one in front of Vossi.
Yep, okay. So this one back there.
Yeah. Do I have to do anything special to use my poison arrows?
No, you can just use them.
And does that still work with the sharpshooter, yeah?
Yes. Holy shit! Yeah, that would be quite powerful, I believe. if you hit
Especially
with that.
Vossi can bite them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to shoot a poison arrow. And miss.
Yep.
And then...
Do you get another attack?
No.
No?
But Vossi does. She gets to bite the one in front of her. Does that hit?
In hits for 10 damage. Nice. Okay.
Cool. And that's my do.
Okay. Brood Guard. This one will attack Vossi. And I guess that one will run up to attack Vossi, the other will attack Helby. So, first one on Vossi, 22 for 4 damage.
Okay.
14 misses,
Misses.
and another miss.
Yeah.
Second one on Vossi, 22 for 10.
Okay.
14 misses,
Yeah.
20 for another 8.
Okay.
And then the one on Helby, bite 20 for 10,
Mhm.
and a miss, and a miss.
Okay.
Okay, Grammy, your turn.
Well, what's the bonus again? So...
Can you heal Ava?
Okay.
Or are you just going to
Okay.
stabilize her?
No, I'm going to use my cunning action to use a potion of healing on Ava.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, that's d4 plus 4? 2d4 plus
2,
4?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2, okay. I never remember. 6.
Okay. I will take my 6 HP. I will clear my death saves. I am prone, so I will mark myself as prone.
Yeah. And, oh god.
Have you got the stab action? Because that's the one I would take right now.
I think after I do that, I would like to throw a dagger at Sexy Lock.
He's got a big gold chain around his neck with sexy lock.
Yeah,
He's a tiger snake. He's very 97s.
that's a 13 hit. God damn it!
13's a miss.
Come on, dude, you got this.
No, that's literally... fuck's sake.
It's all good. It's all good. You get him next
Well,
time.
Well, I'll just move back a little bit.
Just back
Creamy,
away.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you be able? Are you strong enough to drag me back with you?
Does 10 strength answer your question?
No.
Because I don't
How
know.
heavy is Ava? Because there's a
Let's
carry
see.
capacity on 10 strength.
I'm carrying 200 of gear alone,
I don't think that 10 strength.
but it's dragging.
Yeah, I don't-
200 plus how much?
I don't know, like another 180.
probably,
Okay.
yeah.
So we have 380. What is the like times 30?
380.
It is like times 30 that you can drag, I guess.
Well, then you don't need to do the math. You can do the math in your head. It's 300.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. No, I can't.
Okay.
Is that how that works? You need to be able to lift their
3
weight.
times your strength?
I think it's 30, but yeah. If I can, then I will. If I
That's-
can't,
yeah.
then I won't.
What would Grammy do? Would Grammy try, or would Grammy look at Ava on the floor and be like, "That's a
I mean,
very
she would try,
large
and then
ally."
depending on if she fails or not, she would just like sorry, and then jump back a few feet.
You did knock him back 10 feet as well, Stinny.
Yeah, and then he moved back forward.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
We'll just have to kill him. Don't worry.
Yep. I mean, fuck no. I just because it's Grammy, I'm gonna stay there.
Have you got a stab action?
I'm
Bonus
done.
action stab.
That is my turn.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So. So I think this lazy dude, will try to shoot the half orc. I think you've got some cover, and I
I'm
think
not-
because you're
I-
prone,
He has disadvantage.
Prone.
Yeah.
has disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the other one's going to try and
disadvantage
bite
plus cover from things in between,
plus,
right?
plus cover. Yeah, exactly. So the other one's going to bite Vossi. Doesn't get multi-attack with its bite. 16
Yeah, that hits.
for 6.
Okay, Rossi is down.
Vossi is down. So yeah, you have half cover, Ava. So you have +2 to your AC, and this is with disadvantage to longbow attacks. Going to try and take you down. 5 and 11, so misses. So Ava's like combat rolling on the ground, arrows hitting to the side. Okay, Vossi, death save, just a d20. All right. Okay, 1 success. Aldrich.
I will Eldritch Blast the hexed guy twice. So boop and
Hits.
boop again.
And crit.
Fucking hell. Alright, okay. So the hexes rolled. I'll roll the hexes 3 times. Hex. Okay, so
Okay.
the
the
last
second
2 are
one's
for the crit,
crit.
yeah. And then
So 13 for that, yep.
So and then boop. And boop.
Okay, another 21. Okay, good stuff.
And then I'll bonus action. I'll use. I can't remember how my celestial thing works. I think it's Lightbearer.
Celestial Radiance. Oh, Lightbearer. You know the light cantrip?
No,
There's one called Healing Hands.
There's
Healing Hands is an action. There's Celestial Radiance, that's resistance.
Healing Light.
Yep.
What is it? Charisma
You have
modifier.
a pool of d6s. As a bonus action, you can heal one creature you can see within 60 feet of you, spending dice from the pool. Number of
Yeah.
dice in the pool is 1 plus your Warlock level.
Cool. If you can roll me 3d6 and stick them on Ava, that'd be great.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
3d6.
I don't think that's smart, but okay, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than not.
I'm on the ground. He goes before me. I'm prone. He's gonna have advantage. He's just gonna put me back down.
It's better than not having that health, you know.
I
so-
disagree, but okay. Thank you.
If I acted after you, I would have done that, and it would have. You know how like turn order would have been. It would have been great if I was acting after you. Oh wait,
Or if I was acting before Snake Boy, then yeah, that would have been fine.
yeah. Or if,
But yeah, the turn order is just
Yeah.
really unfortunate right now.
yeah. It sucks, but hopefully he's just gonna miss.
Okay.
Maybe.
Hopefully he's just gonna miss. So yeah. And I was also hoping to give you more than 9 with those, but that's whatever. That's my turn.
So, okay, so with advantage, she swings on Ava.
Okay.
14,
That misses. Fuck you.
So- Oh, that's
20,
not so-
27 for
13.
13.
I'm still up. Oh,
Last
you know
chance.
what? Reaction.
Okay.
I need a saving throw from you, Dex save, please.
So he's going to use the last of his ability and try and re-roll that.
Okay.
Indomitable,
Got a 14?
Right.
Let me look because I'm not sure. I think it's close. Nope, it's not enough.
Hey, fails twice.
So yeah, he's gonna take another 2d8
So,
lightning damage.
He's
Takes
like,
9 more.
Sekulak is known for his swords, but also for his indomitability.
And then he gets blasted back another 10 feet.
Okay. So sorry, took 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 lightning damage, and then I shove him 10 feet away from me.
Okay. Yeah, he will run back. He will like angrily shove past his allies, and then try one more.
Yep,
20.
I'm down at 0 again.
For 11, Ava's down. And Sekulak is like, no one can best Sekulak. You should yield. Well, I might still consider mercy. And then Ava, you need to make a death saving throw.
I literally don't have the option to yield because I just have to keep making death saves.
Yeah, he is.
Yes!
Holy shit!
Yes.
I
Yes.
love
Oh
the
my
idea
Nice.
of her being on the ground, and he's like, "You should yield." And then we see her hand plant on the ground, and she pushes herself to her feet, just like blood dripping down her face, but her eyes are just glaring at this boy.
This is
Nope.
the anime shot here, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he's just like hissing furiously as he watches you get up.
So I'm up at 1 HP, and I still get to take my turn.
Yep. Go for it.
Get
Yeah.
it, Eva.
Let's see. I'm probably gonna call lightning. Let me make sure that it'll fit in here before I cast it. Okay, so call lightning. Let's see.
Get my stat life.
10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. Can I fit it if I push it into like into here and stuff? Like shove it into like, so it's like centered like the storm's centered here, but it's like also drifting into like this area and this area.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I just shove my hand into the air. A big ol' lightning cloud just like fills like the ceiling of the room. And then I point to right here so I don't hit Vossi. And I am just going to call down a lightning strike. So I'm gonna need some saving throws.
So from Sekalok and
The two dudes.
and the two other brood guards, okay. Gets a 4. He's not feeling very. Oops. He's not feeling very dexterous today, and then the one below Sekalok, and then the one to the right. Saves.
Okay. Because Sekalok failed, I am going to go ahead and use one of my channel divinities. So instead of dealing 10 damage, because why would I do that? I deal 30 lightning damage
30 lightning
and
damage.
15 to
Lovely.
the guys who saved.
Okay.
And then I also, because of my thunderous strike, push them 10 feet away from me.
Amazing. Okay. So not that guy. Okay, so they're all scattered. The intense power of your lightning. Yeah, there's this kind of smell of like fried reptile in the room, and Sekalok is beginning to look like fairly beaten up. He's like looking like a little pumped up, like he's sort of standing there with his great sword, and he's like slapping his pecs a little bit, and it's like. "Ah, ah."
Are you sure you don't
you appear to
suck a lot?
I saw that in chat and I laughed.
Yep.
I
Wow,
want to
that's
use
rude.
the rest of my movement to take a defensive position. I basically run past and behind Aldrig, and then I drop into prone again.
Okay. LB.
Okay, I'm gonna try and fire a poison arrow at Sexy Lock.
Sexy lock.
Sexy
Okay,
Lock.
yeah, go for it. Uh, 16 misses, I'm afraid.
Oh god damn it!
You're yeah, it's tricky with the -5, I guess, but the damage is a trade-off.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
And I'm not sure if. No, I won't move. I'll just stay where I am.
Do you have any bonus action you want to use?
The only bonus action I have is my Hail of Thorns. And I can't use that unless I actually hit him, so.
Okay. So brood guards. That one's going to move to there. That one moves to there. That one moves to there. So one's going to attack Gramey. The other two are attacking Helby. So Gramey first. 11,
Miss.
17
Okay.
for 5, and then 20 for 7.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. Helby, 17
Okay.
for 10. Got some DM rolls going on today. 19 for 7.
Okay.
19 for another 7.
Okay. She's out.
Let's see, the other one. I think the other one, yeah, will hang there menacingly and hissing. Gramey, your turn.
Oh boy. Well, question to the group, do I use stuff to be able to tank more for you? Or do I deal damage?
I think just nuke them.
Sorry, what?
Unless you have a plan to be, incredibly tanky, I think I would personally just do as much damage as I possibly could.
Okay.
Do they look like they are having a particularly good or bad time when poison is being applied? Can we tell that by looking at them? I think poison damage has been attempted.
You could make a. I don't think anyone's hit. But
yeah,
Grammy, you could make a nature check with advantage.
Is that going to consume any of my actions?
No,
I have to ask before.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But no, it won't.
Oh well.
Yep, they are all. I think all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're UNT.
Immune to the condition and the damage type.
Cool.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything like out of character, but I thought it might be worth.
Well, okay. Wait, I need to take a look at the alchemy jug. I'm looking through everything. Hold on.
Give them a gift of mayonnaise and honey.
I heard they hate
So,
sour cream.
if I were to, if I were to use my alchemy jug to just cover the floor in mayonnaise, would that make a slippery surface?
I think that would make difficult terrain.
The only way you can get through that is with loads of chicken burgers. and chips, but only if you're from the Netherlands.
How much mayonnaise is it? So is the jug full of mayonnaise right now?
It's
Is that
2 gallons. It's 2 gallons that we produce.
What's that in? What's that in?
It's like 5 liters.
It's like 10 liters. So you're planning to pour 10 liters of mayonnaise on the ground. I think that there would be a dexterity save to avoid falling prone.
Okay.
Grease spell.
May I use
Naze?
this?
May I
Mayonnaise use this feature? Mayonnaise this feature, sorry.
I hate this on every conceivable level. I just want to put that on the record. I'm so unhappy about this. Yes, it is use an object, so you can do it as a bonus action.
How big of a space would it cover? Would it be a 5x5 or possibly 2?
What's a normal like jar of mayonnaise? Like, I'm looking at chat because I think
Clean up aisle 10. Like, it's the width of an aisle.
800
an aisle
grams,
is
so
usually about, like 5 feet?
What did we say? 10 liters? It's like the equivalent of more than 10 jars, large
A jar
jars
of
of mayonnaise.
mayonnaise is normally 1.5 liters, apparently.
Okay.
So 20
So
jars?
It's like almost 10. 20, is it?
Wait, what?
No, wait.
How many jars do we think it is?
I mean, we have 10 liters of mayonnaise. You say half a liter, so 20 jars. Right?
20 jars. Oh, my
Wait,
God.
what are you talking
No,
about? It's 1.5 liters for a
liters.
jar.
1.5.
That's what I thought.
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
But
I'm
it's,
like,
it's a
where
lot
are
of
you getting
mayonnaise. I think we can
20?
agree on that. It's a significant amount of mayonnaise. Okay, so Grammy, if you do this, it will affect the square in front of you and the one behind that. In a line, it'll affect those two.
Okay. Yep, I would like to.
Question: Could
Yeah.
she also do it in a line this way? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you should.
I missed the arrow.
You said you could do it a line this way. Could you also do it this way? I just want to know.
Yeah, like a 10-foot line. I think straight down would be tricky, just like the angle of that. I suppose you could kind of spread it out.
Okay. Okay, Helby, get ready to get covered in mayonnaise.
Oh God!
Poor
She's on the
Helby.
floor.
Thinking, oh, don't worry, there's a cleric in the group, there's a physician, the healing's on its way. No, she gets covered in mayonnaise.
So I'm going to, well, to utter the name of the most complex chemical substance in Faerun to my jug. And pour out mayonnaise in front of me. And around,
Okay.
well, a bit on top of Helby.
Okay, sure. Well, it'll affect that square. So we'll do it kind of like one of those spells: creature that starts its turn or moves into the area for the first time makes the save.
Is it going to be a dex save against what exactly?
It's against the jar, so I'll just come up with a DC. We'll say DC 15.
Okay. Oh god. And then following that, squirt of mayonnaise, I'm going to I'm going to use my inspiration to stab with advantage against the boy in front of me.
That just looks wrong.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay,
So
I'm
stabbing
going
with
to
advantage,
just,
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the bag of nails poison, even though it's fun to roll, but... Okay! Does a 17 hit?
It does. 21.
Yep, 21.
Okay, this one is furious. It's covered in mayonnaise. He's like slipping on the spot, and is also now looking quite badly wounded. His blood is like mingling with the hateful substance on the ground beneath him.
Alright, well... I think... Oh boy. I think I will stay here still. And that is my turn. Wait, hold up. I need to look at turn order. No, I'm not staying here. I'm gonna move back 5 feet. Go ahead and roll opportunity if you want. Derek?
15
Yeah, that hits.
for 4 slashing.
That could have been worse.
Yep, that is my turn now.
Okay, so I think this one will move there, and will use his snaky suggestion on Gramey. And I think the suggestion is, throw your sword over here. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw. I think 14 saves, that's sufficient. DC is 13.
That's a shame. I
the
would have
other
liked
one-
to throw my sword at him.
It would have been kind of
With a
fun to be
range-
like, here, and then just kind of stab him with
Just
it.
sticks right in the chest. The other one will try to shoot Aldrig. I think there's so many bodies in the way that you have 3/4 cover, which is +5 to your AC, Aldrig. So roll and
I
take
am
a
helping.
20. I got a 20.
I think it's 20's hits.
Yeah, with a +5, yeah. So that is 20 damage in total, 10 piercing, 10 poison.
Okay. You'll have to tack that on for me.
Okay, you don't have any resistances or anything?
No.
And then the second one misses.
Okay.
Vossi needs to make a death save.
Okey-dokey. Is it? Oh, sorry, I've lost it again. Dex, yeah.
It's D20.
Oh, a D20. That was it. Sorry.
That's all right.
You can only do that if you're Boris the Bullet Dodger.
Oh.
Ooh, yikes.
She does get
okay.
advantage if she could see me.
On
On death
is
saves?
it
Yeah.
on all saving throws?
At 7th level, while your companion can see you, it has advantage on all saving throws.
A death save
is a type
isn't
of
a
saving
saving.
throw.
Ah,
But
Question-
also, can she see you while she's unconscious?
oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Oh, never mind.
In her dreams.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh god.
I think it's I think it's a special type of saving throw if I remember right. But,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
But yeah, can't see you, so I'm afraid that's 2 fails. So
Damn
1
it.
success, 2 fails for Vossi. Now you Helby knows that if Vossi dies, you can like summon her later. You just need to
Yeah.
like find materials and so on. But obviously that's like there's cost and time to that, so it's not ideal. But she wouldn't be gone forever. But it's not looking great. Aldrich, there's a sticky mess in the corridor in front of you.
what just happened? I get my French fries out and I just go for my life. Can I get health back?
ketchup.
You're a heathen, and you will be smoked. I agree. Like out of character, I agree. Okay, is Helby down?
She is.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
I'm covered in mayo, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna 3d6 on Helby for the healing thing. With the
Hey,
bonus
you
action.
want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
Okay, Helby, you take 12 healing.
Okay.
Was that from your healing
Celestial light.
your healing
my bonus.
healing light? Okay,
my-
so
my-
you have two
I have
two
two
dice
left,
in
yeah.
that.
I know I've got 8. It's like level +1. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Whee! Just continuously.
On
Eldritch Blast.
Sexy Lock?
On Sexy Lock.
On Sexy Locks, go for it. He does actually have quite
He
long
does
hair.
have sexy locks, it's true.
He also
If it was-
sucks a lot,
He does.
as we've established.
If it was down the middle, he'd look like a kind of the singer from Misfits. Is it the singer? I don't know. The guy with the hair like that. Anyway, Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Is that 2?
Very nice rolls going on. You missed with the second one there, you rolled a 16, but the first one was a hit with a 25.
Did I roll that 3 times by accident? Okay. And then
Yeah.
I need a hex twist. So hex.
Oh, nice hex.
Okay.
Okay.
Sexy Lock, more like Hexy
6 on
Lock.
the hex. And 11 force damage.
17, nice.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
And if it feels like people are getting uncomfortably close to me, and maybe I'll just like move back a little bit.
Yeah, there's a prone Ava behind you.
Well, I don't.
Very
want
near
Prone
death.
Ava. Yeah, I don't want Prone Ava being hit in the face. So I'll stay where I am. I think I'll
Thank
probably
you.
be okay.
I
Oh my
appreciate
god.
it.
Oh my god, I did just Google it. Mayonnaise is flammable.
Please do not set Helby on fire.
Yeah, please don't set me on fire. I've been through a lot.
Okay, so Sekulok, let's see, is he gonna do that or that? I'm just having a look at his. He's got animal friendship. What?
So in case you have a Beastmaster Ranger.
So he's gonna drop his greatsword and pull out a short bow,
Okay.
and then try to take Helby down again with that. So he gets 3 attacks with it, but he is at disadvantage for all of that. And I think you have a +2 to your AC from from bodies in the way and mayonnaise obscuring view.
Okay.
So your
this so
armor class, so
much.
that will still hit. This one, so 8 damage. That one will miss. That one will hit for another 4.
Okay, she's down again.
Okay, well you sponge some damage because that's his whole turn. And his greatsword is now on the ground. Ava, your turn.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
I am going to point to this square and call down another lightning strike.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna need 4 dex saves.
So Sekilok, Malazan, and 2 brood guards.
Yes.
Sekilok is confined to whatever he rolls in now.
Okay.
So he gets a 15. Malazan gets an 18,
Okay.
and then Broodguard top, and then bottom 10, and then 21.
Okay. So the 18 and 21 pass. The other 2 fail. I'm gonna maximize damage again with my final channel divinity and do another 30.
Okay. Okay.
And also, because I'm dealing lightning damage to all of them, I'm pushing them 10 feet away with my Thunder Strike.
Okay. Okie dokie. So you actually kill one of these, you smite one of the brood guards. And I've got to say, Sekilok himself is looking horrendously wounded. Like he looks on death's door right now. He's he's like struggling to breathe. You've like knocked a big chunk out of like the front of his chest, and you can see like ribs as he's wheezing. He's looking really, really bad. And sorry, everyone moves 10 feet back from you.
Also, I
While the
forgot.
body slides along the ground.
I forgot that I could bonus action spiritual weapon. I could have done that last turn, so I'll do it this turn.
Okay, where do you
So
want
I'm
to
gonna
put
summon a spiritual weapon right here.
it? Okay, and who would you like to swing that at?
Who do you
suspect-
think? Mr. sucks a lot.
at the Hydra, okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
A 19 is a hit.
Why am I missing a spell slot? Maybe I did another spiritual weapon. All right. Anyway, 10 force damage.
In the words of the Immortal One, how do you want to do this?
Yes. So, what happens is, so I call down this massive call of lightning, and again, it is like almost 15 feet wide because of how many people it shocks and blasts back. And then a piece of the lightning breaks off and forms into the shape of a sword and just goes flying right through his head.
Awesome. Okay, I think even he like attempts some like sly, some snarky last remark, and is just like it kind of clearly in pain, but there's like a smug look on his face, and his lips like start to move to say something, and is like really interrupted. Yeah, really interrupted by the shard of lightning. Splendid. Anything else? You're muted, Astani. Anything else? Any movement or?
Yeah, since I don't have any actions or bonus actions left, and I have 1 HP, I'm going to move another 15 feet back,
Okay.
and I'm going to drop prone.
Alrighty. Helby, a death save, please. Have to struggle to get to your token under all of this bloody mayonnaise. Holy shit!
going on?
Oh my god. So, Jolly, you can stand up, you can take your turn, but please, how on earth does this look?
Covered in mayo, she scrambles to put her hands on the and push herself up to stand, slipping slightly as she does. Grabs hold of her bow and shoots at the guy beside her, who's also covered in mayo.
Okay, that one, if you shoot, will be at disadvantage because you're right next to him.
Oh, okay. I will shoot at the one. This one, then. Why can't I do it now? The one next to Aversword.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
That guy.
That one, yeah.
Are you on the arrow or are you on
Oh,
the ruler?
god damn it. I was on the arrow. Oh, is that what it was?
No, you should be on the arrow. Weird.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say blessings of Nera? Because both times I've healed someone and they've gone down, they've rolled a 20 afterwards.
That's true. Does that
Okay,
miss
so
again?
that's a miss. Yeah, I'm afraid
What is
so.
wrong with me today?
Yeah, the rolls are not so hard.
Some of them
Okay.
are very good though.
yeah.
The death save
ones have
rolls
been
are
good, yeah.
pretty jolly good.
Okay, and in that case, oh no, I can't move, can I? Because that guy's super sorry. Okay, no worries.
I mean, you could move. You can move 15 feet if you stand up, but the guy might take a swing at you and hit
Yeah. Yeah, no. Well,
But if you stand up, you won't be at
Could get behind Aldred though with that.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Okay.
if you're tempting
I'm gonna
her.
try and move. I'm gonna try and move. I'm gonna be dead either way, so yeah. I'm gonna go there.
A miss.
you. Yes!
Hey!
Nice.
Aldred tank for us.
Get him,
This is
Aldrich.
something I am absolutely used to, don't worry about it.
So, the brood guard in the mayonnaise makes his dexterity saving throw. I think it's a DC 15. Fuck's sake. Fails, falling prone. I think. Oh, Jesus. I think he spends his turn like slipping in mayonnaise.
Yes.
The other one then will like try to charge because they only have melee attacks. He's going to try to charge through the mayonnaise and make his index save, and also fail.
Oh god.
Grammy, your foes lie flailing on the ground before you.
Well.
No match for the slipperiness of your magical mayonnaise.
I'm literally looking to see if I have anything to light it on fire. I don't see it, so unfortunately, I will have to be content with gently dropping my alchemy jug
Yes.
and getting
It's a sturdy magical, yeah.
yes, and grabbing a second sword, and I will run forward.
You can do that awesome thing where like you drop it and like cushion the landing with your foot.
Yes. And then like I turn it around and it just spins in place for a second.
Yeah. Okay, so with advantage.
Yep. I think I will go for the one directly. No, the one diagonal from me for the first attack.
Okay.
19.
19 hits, 16 kills.
Yes.
And then I will.
There's a sickening mixture of Yuan-Ti blood and mayonnaise on the ground.
And then I will attack using my second sword for a great crit that is 4 damage.
Wowzers. With sneak attack?
Only once per
No,
turn.
only once per turn.
Once per turn.
You can't
Okay.
offhand sneak attack.
I mean, you can if you don't get a main hand sneak attack.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
my bad. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
My bad.
You badly wound this one as well. Any movement or you good?
I will move back to my jar, yes.
Okay, Snake Boys. I think they're feeling archery now. So
I am curious, do you not want to take an opportunity attack at disadvantage?
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay. Yeah, it claws at you from the ground with an 18.
What the? Okay. Yep.
Disadvantage for 6.
Yep. Okay. Ow.
Come back, you bastard! I'll bite your ankles off.
An eggy claw like snatches
Well-
at the back of your leg and like tears painfully at your hamstring
And
as you move away.
seeing the idea of Ava, I will also just drop to the ground.
Okay, yeah, good call. So I think one of them will attack you, Grammy. So yeah, can do this twice, but at disadvantage both times. So an 8 and then a 10.
Yep.
And the other one will attack Aldrig. Gets a 6 and then a 13.
Both
So-
misses.
So some pretty lousy shots from the Yonti there.
Life.
I don't know.
Vossi, an important death saving throw.
Oh. I don't want to do it.
Does
It's
anyone
alright,
have
20. Watch.
inspiration?
I don't.
I mean, I can give you inspiration if you really want it.
No,
Just
no,
roll,
save
just
it.
roll a 20, it's fine.
Ooh.
There you go,
That's
okay.
good.
Okay, now
2
you're at 2
successes, 2 fails. Aldrich.
Okay. Can I bonus action move my hex?
Yep. So there's 2 like tougher looking guys that are more like their transformation to snake is more complete. Standing over the body of their now dead boss, and then there's the just total mess. Like was kind of a mutant creature anyway, but is now like lying on the floor, writhing in mayonnaise.
Do any
That's
do any of them do any of them look
Sounds like a good
bloodied?
Friday night. Sorry.
Do any of them
And,
look bloodied?
let me see. Just the mayo boy.
Okay. So like the way Hex looks is Beatrice is sitting on top of the dead guy, pecking at him,
Okay.
and I just kind of, as I point to Eldritch Blast, the guy on the floor, is he within melee range? Do I get disadvantage on this? Or
No, from where you are, it's fine.
alright, okay. So Beatrice like flies over and lands on him, and that's Hex, and then I Eldritch Blast.
Although you may with Eldritch Blast. Anyone know if the ranged disadvantage works for spells or not?
Yep.
So you
It does.
would have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Does Shadow of Moil, is that a bonus action or is that an action? Can you tell me? It's my 4th level spell.
It is an action.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll just text the guy and take a step back, and he can have an attack of opportunity if he wants to.
You're not close enough.
He can't reach you.
The guy on
And
the
you
floor.
can still attack people even if you're like.
I just don't want disadvantage on Eldritch Blast.
There's 2 other targets that you could attack though.
Yeah, there is.
But this guy's bloodied and nearly dead. I could just take him out of the fight.
I mean, Ava is still here.
There's a good
I was
I'll
gonna
just
chance.
do
say
it
Ava's
here.
gonna.
Yeah, I just want to kill him.
Okay. Well, do what you can then.
So, is he within melee range? Is that's what I'm asking because I can't see the map.
The disadvantage is from him being prone.
You can step into melee range if you want to, but yeah, he's prone.
Oh, right, okay. Got you. Right. I've got a plan. I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch, and I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna Vampiric Touch his face.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. I like.
I also like
Wait,
that. I hope it works.
And he's got Hex on him as well, so.
And also, you have advantage.
Dirty.
Okay, definitely a hit.
So I'll do that.
Oof.
Oh, that sucks. But I'll also do this.
Oh, that is just enough.
And
You kill him.
I get health back or something. I don't know how. I can't remember how it works.
Let's have a
Yeah.
look.
I'm pretty sure it's just
Vampiric
you get
touch.
You get 9 necrotic.
You
9 health.
you get half the necrotic
Oh,
damage dealt,
half.
so you get 4 damage, 4 health back.
Cool. Half rounded up though, because I'm a player and
No.
it's all in the player's advantage, right?
Never.
Okay. Cool. Right.
So I'll add that to your attack, and you get a
Whoa. Cool.
I hope
So I just
that
kind of
was
like.
on
I've
purpose.
got to change these hotkeys. Okay, I gave you your 4. How did
Yeah,
I not
I just-
figure out putting them on the numbers was not a good idea?
So I just kind of like point at him, and Beatrice lands on his head, and I just go and like put my hand on his, like I just kind of bend down really slowly and put my hand over his face, and just drain the life out of him.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
and
I
then
love it.
Beatrice just kind of like turns to black smoke and just goes up my arm and is sitting on my shoulder again.
Yeah, awesome. You have mayonnaise on your hand now.
Can I like samurai flick it off?
Sure, yeah. All right.
Alright, cool.
Anything else?
No,
Wanna move?
that's cool.
Ava.
I'll just make
Alright.
sure that I'm in front of Ava and Helby.
You are.
Yeah, you
You're
are
good.
where you are.
All right, I will stand up. I did that sort of slow stand, glaring at these two guys. Does either one look more wounded than the other, or do they look about the same?
Yes, they do. The one to the south looks pretty healthy, considering all things considered. The one at the top isn't too bad, but is more wounded than his
Okay.
ally.
I'm gonna point at my sword, and I'm going to focus my lightning right on the sword, like I'm using it like a lightning rod.
Yeah, awesome.
And so this burst of lightning comes down from the storm cloud and bursts out from it. I will need a dex save from both those snake boys, please.
Okay, top and then right. 18 and then a 10.
Okay, the 18 succeeds, the 10 fails. I will roll my damage. I don't have any more channel divinities, unfortunately, so I can't maximize it. So 9 and 4. Yeah, I'll fling them 10 feet away. Do it. 10 feet back.
Okay, one of them slams against the wall. Seems a little winded.
And the sword goes flying towards the one that just hit the wall
Okay, yeah.
and tries to take a swipe at it. 17?
17 hits.
All right, he takes 8 force damage. And as I get ready to drop back prone, I say, actually, perhaps you are the ones who should surrender. And then I drop prone.
Okie doke. Helby.
Okay. Will I be at a disadvantage if I stay where I am and fire them, or do I have to step out like to the side of Eldrick?
Well, you could always step to the side and then move back. But shooting past one person, one ally space, I wouldn't give you cover. Well, I wouldn't give them cover for that either.
No.
So
okay.
either way is
I'll
fine.
Stay where I am then. And I'll shoot at the guy that's nearest the water.
Okay. Yep, go for it.
Yes. Finally.
That hits.
And my bonus
For-
action
6. Yep.
is that my hail of thorns.
Okay, so I've got to make a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw, yeah. So it should hit that one and the one next to it as well, because it's any creature within 5 feet.
Oh, okay. So 2 dex saves. That was the one next to the water. I think they both fail. Both get less than 11.
Creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or much damage on a successful one. So do I have to roll again?
No, I'll just use that roll
Yeah.
for both. So both failed. Both took 7 damage.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, the brood guards are all dead and sticky.
Ew.
Grammy, your turn.
Well. Okay. I will put my swords down on the ground. Get up. Get my crossbow out. I literally, in this space, there is a jug, 2 swords now. On the ground. And I will, well, I'll loosen an arrow towards the guy that's, right here.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I so want to get advantage on this, but...
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I kind of just for fun want to see how much damage it would be in sneak attack.
That would have been a lot.
Ooh.
Well,
Well, it's a good hit, so you do 10 damage.
Yeah.
Still standing, you kind of like pin him against the wall a little bit again. Like you hit straight through the shoulder, and that shoulder like is knocked back against the wall once more. Anything else?
I drop back to the ground and look. We'll just check out this, just see. Listen, pretty much. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So on their turn, I think they're going to make a run for it. Actually, these 2 guys. So because you're blocking the hallway, they run into the river down here.
I hope they get fucking eaten.
And yeah, I think a moment later, you just hear some like loud splashing noises and some like serpentine like squealing, and yeah, the noises of like multi-headed large creature like feasting.
Nice.
I hope we didn't alert anyone. And I will like stand up and walk over and taste the mayonnaise.
Ew.
It's covered in blood. Whatever. I pushed myself to my feet. I like kind of stagger to my feet. I'm gonna start dragging the bodies into the water.
Oh, actually, that is a good point. Do I know about Vossi being on Dev's door?
Yes.
Okay, then I shall try and get through and probably roll a dex save.
I think actually in the initiative order,
Okay.
Vossi's gonna have to make one more.
She's next. All right.
She's next.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna need to make one more death save with Vossi, Jelly. 50-50
Okay.
or slightly better.
Oh, I did that wrong.
R/.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so Vossi is unconscious but stabilized.
Woo! She ain't dead. That's good.
This
Okay.
was the most amazing fight ever.
I can't believe we survived that. That's
Same.
crazy.
As you're
like I said,
as
it
you're
was the
basking in
dead
your
bodies.
glory, there's a crackle of
Uh-oh.
magical energy from the south part of the room, quite close to you actually, Ava. From this like stone circle, and a figure appears on top of what you now discern to be a teleportation device. So you see a wretched, half-rotten figure. There's a like blue triangle on its forehead, and its skin is horrendously withered, like some parts literally hanging off. I think like one of his cheeks is like the skin is like peeled away. So humanoid upper body, and he's holding an enormous, very fancy-looking sword in one hand. Doesn't seem to be able to move the other hand all that well, and he has like this huge snake lower torso, with like partly rotten-looking scales. And I think in a voice that you've never heard ever before, he will say to you, "I hear you were looking for me, and second luck didn't last too long. I am Ras and Sea, and I will know why you have invaded Ulu." And I think that's where we will leave it for today.
Oh my god.
This is so
Amazing.
cool.
We are very fucked.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We cannot fight this boy. We're all almost dead. You know, I could just banish him and we can run. It's fine. I still have my 4th level spells.
All right. Wow.
Oh wow, Derek, good job. You
Very
did amazing.
well
That was so
done.
good.
No, you. God
cool.
damn it, the mayonnaise, you son of guns.
Those 20s felt so good. Jelly, high
Oh,
five.
jeez, yeah, definitely.
Literally, the
wow.
mayo turned the fight in your favor. And by the way, GG, you guys, that's not, obviously, that's not an easy fight. That's very, very easy to lose that one.
I mean,
We almost did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost did.
Yeah.
I have to
I didn't think I
say,
moved for that whole
just
fight,
like
that's great.
that
I don't think that you
was,
did either.
that looked like a what, level 11 fighter, just straight up, just what the fuck. Oh. Well,
Yeah, so, I mean, that one is, well, beyond super difficult and not particularly expected that you'll win it. So, yeah, bravo on that one. It's one of those, you know, you guys do this sometimes where, like, the game is anticipating, like, they'll stand no chance and they'll run or they'll surrender or whatever.
Stone Golem.
And we're like, you know, we'll just
Stone
murder
Golem,
them
yeah.
all. It's fine.
that was intense.
I know, it was so amazing.
I am so
Well, I mean, if
glad
that's really
I
Ras and
looked at
Sea.
that alchemy jug there.
I am
Oh.
glad you did too. Yeah.
Well, I still have to ask, you know, Derek, where can we find more of your awesomeness?
On my Twitch channel, Dirty Dirk. That's me on Twitch. I do video games, mostly like story-driven stuff, and I'm doing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with Nock Gerbils. He's super intense and very emo and likes being a creature of the night. So yeah, gonna be doing that on Sunday afternoon. That's the plan.
Awesome. Ah, well, Jelly, you know, I just want to appreciate you real quick. How you doing?
Thank you.
Jelly appreciation.
Appreciation.
Jelly appreciation.
Jelly
Yeah.
appreciation.
Thank you. No, I appreciate
as
the
always.
appreciation.
As always, if you have any shoutouts you want to make, go for it.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Happy
Oh!
early birthday to you.
Happy early
Yeah.
birthday!
That's
Awesome.
the only shout out I've got, I'm afraid. But yeah, no, that'd be it for me.
Oh, and you've been doing
Will there
some
be
cool
cake?
art and
Where's
posting
my
it to Twitter.
invitation to the party? Actually,
What did you say, Derek?
my invitation to the party must have been
Oh,
lost
the
in
party.
mail,
The
or-
yeah. Sorry, there was, you know, the postal service and COVID and everything. It's just, you know how it is. But yeah, and I have been doing some art, which is very fun, and I'm really enjoying that. But yeah.
Oh, well. You know, Derek, you had some amazing music choices today. And we have someone who makes music in this group, right? Bill?
Hello, it's me, the music man. Yeah, I've been making quite a lot of music actually lately, but not this week and not next week. But I'll probably make some music when I get home on Thursday next week. So I've come down to Manchester to see my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's always it always feels awkward when you've got to announce stuff. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I've been collecting Warhammers and stuff like that. Playing some video games. I did do a couple of streams, maybe like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So if you want to follow me, go for it. But yeah, if my music has been shared in the chat, check out my music. Feather in a Dream is progressive rock. It's like chill ambient rock music, and Warlock is liquid drum and bass. I've been told, which is it's a laugh.
It's awesome. Well, I don't have a segue, so... Oh, I know. Speaking of awesome people, hey, Estani.
I was going to say, don't forget Estani.
wait a minute.
So yeah, I do streaming stuff and art stuff. I'm gonna be streaming in about a half an hour over on my channel. I'm gonna play a game that I think Derek might be interested in because it's got some. I don't know much about it except that it's an interactive video adventure that suggests that it's
Perfect.
SMB. It's called Death Trap Dungeon.
Oh yeah, dude, I've watched some of that. It's great. Oh, you'll love it. I'm
Okay.
gonna love it. I'm there. I'm there already. I'm opening the stream right now.
Nice.
I mean, it feels like it's a good follow up to what we just did today here. But I also play like a lot of RPGs and stuff. I've been playing through Shadowrun Hong Kong, which has been killing my voice, but it's been very fun because I voice all the characters because you have to. And I'm otherwise kind of in between games. I've been doing random games from like the itch.io bundle mostly. Beautiful art
Yeah.
streams too. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, I do art streams every Wednesday as well. So if you want more of me, you can follow me there. Also, if you want more of my RPG stuff, you should follow Kelsa Delphi on Twitch. I'm going to be doing a game on Monday on her channel called The King is Dead, which is very fun.
Hell yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
also in a campaign, like a Forge in the Dark campaign set in the Legend of Korra universe on Saturdays.
That is also on Kelsa's, right?
Yes, they're both on Kelsa's channel. They're every other week and they alternate. So this weekend it's going to be The King is Dead, and then next week it'll be Republic City by Night.
Hell yeah. Well, if you would like to see us see this campaign continued, you can do so next week. And you would like to see more of me, well, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are your days. I usually on Fridays do 2 hours of some kind of RPG/D&D prep. Today we did some Vampire the Masquerade stuff. But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you all for playing. Thank you, Derek, for running this game for us. I'm actually thinking. I need your opinion, Estani. Do we rate Kulan for Shadowrun Dragonfall? Or do we rate Saintguard for the creator of Republic City by Night?
Flip a coin,
Alright,
because they're both good choices.
they're both good choices. I'm going to flip a coin in Roll20 because I'm modern like that. Alright, we're going to see Kulan, who is an awesome person. Very chill. I hope you enjoy his streams. If you would like to let him know that you are part of this raid, please copy the message I just put in chat. And well, I hope to see you around. Have an awesome day, evening, whatever it is. Bye. This is where you say bye as well.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye as well.
something